Good evening, ladies and gentlemen, boys and girls. Welcome back to another episode of Vokolvis. Tonight we're hitting session 13. I'm excited to play with the gang. You guys know I'm always looking forward to Monday night. My favorite day of the week because of D&D. Weird, crazy, cool. Anyway, let's, first of all, cheers. Happy Monday. Good to have you all here. Cheers. Got a little glass of vino. Yum. That's good. And no weed or anything else. Just wine. Burrito coming later. How exciting is that? Mole chicken burrito. Gotta love it. Anyway, let's say to the boys. What's up, boys?
Yo,
Hi.
Hola, ¿cómo estás?
Howdy.
Howdy, howdy.
Again, not too.
Cheers, my dudes. Happy
What's
Monday.
that in American?
Already off with the American talk. Anything about guns, Dad? You good, Christ? Don't tread on me, all that.
Yeah, stay strapped.
We're gonna talk about the Gadsden flag.
Try in this small town. Get her done. Right?
Oh, that
Like to
sounds
see it
suspect.
try in this town. What's the stupid country song?
I don't know. That radio country shit is terrible. It's all fake patriotism,
Well, anyway.
and they can
Cheers.
lick my ass.
Cheers
Whoa.
to that. To ass licking. Crazed, how are you, buddy?
True.
Based ass licking.
There you go. That's how I'm doing. Based ass. Now I'm doing good.
Okay. Morton Salt?
I'm good. Living the dream, man. How you doing?
Okay. I'm doing all right, man. I'm feeling pretty good. I was feeling slightly unhealthy, like there was something wrong with me for a while, but I feel like my health is bouncing back. I'm moving my body more, and I'm taking vitamins, and I don't know, feeling better.
To be fair, you hang out with me, so there might be something wrong with you.
Yeah, that's true. All of us.
True.
All of us have issues. Let's be real. Surrounding ourselves with people like Crazed. Anyway, Rival Bishop, how are you, sir?
I'm okay. I'm eating a bacon cheeseburger.
Nice.
Ooh, same, buddy.
You know, I actually had a bacon cheeseburger for dinner last night, and it was awesome.
Delicious.
It was so good, dude. I didn't have any fries or anything with it. It was just bacon cheeseburger with onions and their special sauce, obviously cheese, some ketchup. That was it. Nothing else was on it. It was sublime.
Ketchup? Oh man, I prefer mustard.
All right. Thanks for adding
Every
that
time
in,
you
Chris.
say, things, I'm like, is he even a real person? Is Craze real? Like,
I might not be, dude.
Yeah, I feel like
Contrarianism personified.
fucking
Oh,
mustard over
Mustard.
ketchup. I can understand mustard and ketchup, but like
No,
mustard over
mustard.
ketchup.
Yeah, mustard is
On
the
a hot
superior
dog,
condiment.
maybe.
I love
No,
mustard too.
is the
Don't get me
superior
wrong.
condiment.
Fucking un-American, brother.
Ketchup sucks.
Them some fighting words,
Oh my
though.
god.
Ketchup
I
is
love-
Okay, I'm
trash.
sorry.
Smack
I
right
love
there.
Heinz
I gotta stop all y'all right there. Ketchup plus mayo, aka burger sauce, is like
So good.
the
Okay,
goat.
well that's
Yeah,
not
good.
ketchup.
I
That's
love
something
Heinz.
else.
Yeah, it
I
is.
love Heinz.
Ketchup.
Yes, it is. It's 50% ketchup. I
That's
mean, what the
disgusting.
fuck?
Ketchup with
I hate
eggs.
ketchup.
I actually,
It's ketchup with mayo and relish. Like it's just a good.
Ketchup's trash.
I'm not the biggest fan of ketchup, though. To
Hey,
be fair.
listen, I will be the first person as someone who represents a country that invented French fries and what to dip in them to say that mayo is the superior French fry condiment. But like, I'm not trying to shit on
I
anyone's
agree.
dreams
I
here.
agree.
I will shit on your dream. Ketchup sucks.
Dude,
All
my
right,
dad
we
almost
can-
like disowned me in Belgium for wanting to ask for ketchup when I was a kid for my fries.
You don't want
I
to do that
disown
out
you
there.
too.
I mean, they'll bring out some catsup for the Americans, but yes, it is.
Oh, they will, but my dad's like,
dish of
no, no,
mayo.
no, no.
It's a dish of
He's
mayo,
like-
straight up, and salt.
And it's also homemade mayo, so it
Oh, it's
slaps
better. It's
50
way
times harder, like than
Yeah,
Best
store bought
food.
mayo.
There's something
is
about
terrible.
that tanginess though from ketchup that you can't really beat. Like there's
I don't know,
like
just-
an almost muted flavor that you're missing when it's just mayo or like the Dutch mayo.
well,
something
I don't know.
missing.
Like
There's
in
something
Belgium, they
missing
put
there.
a little extra vinegar in the mayo, so you get
the vinegar.
A little bit
What
of
the
that
vinegar does
zing.
help. It does help a
Yeah,
little bit. I know what you mean.
helps.
But there's something
I
about
just
that,
like
that
it.
tanginess I love from ketchup. Anyway,
I don't know.
Anyway,
Anyway, I only put like
are
the
you,
only
Sticks?
time I
Are you
will.
okay?
Yeah, it's fine. The only time I will go mustard only is if I'm in Chicago and I'm eating a hot dog. Otherwise, I'll get kicked out of the state.
I love spicy mustard or stadium mustard with chopped onions and a little bit of sauerkraut and sweet relish.
Oh, yeah,
Without
dude.
ketchup is totally fine, or with ketchup's fine too.
So, like, one of my go-to dishes when I just feel like being lazy is I'll buy some chicken apple sausage from the store, or like some bratwurst or something. You do sautéed cabbage. So, like, you roast that shit down like purple cabbage, the good shit.
Mm-hmm.
Salt, white pepper, nutmeg, bay leaf, and a ton of butter. And you just let that stew down. You heat up your sausages, and you throw that in there, and you have the sausages with spicy mustard on that bitch, and the cabbage on the side. Game over.
I went to
Fucking good.
I went to Rich Table the other night,
So good.
and they gave me a free steak, which is insane.
That's absurd.
Well, they gave so
Wild.
I go to Rich Table. All I want is one app and the steak. Actually, they end up bringing me out 2 other free appetizers. This is some 1-star Michelin restaurant, by the way, chat and listeners. It's an expensive restaurant. I just wanted like one main, one quick little appetizer, and then get out of there. I didn't want to spend a lot of money. Anyway, they bring out a panna cotta starter. They bring out a this tuna milk toast, like Japanese dish. It was like a crispy milk toast with bluefin tuna on top and some other sauce.
Nice.
And then they brought out when my mains were coming out, they brought out a steak and a pork chop, a massive pork chop that was the most ridiculous looking thing. It looked like a piece of art. And they brought me out 2 mains. I was like, all right, what's gonna heat up better? They were like, well, the steak will heat up better. So eat the pork chop now. So then I ate the pork chop, and they also bring me free booze, free sparkling wine. And then they box up the steak, and I had the steak the next night, which was a 21-day dry-aged ribeye with
God damn.
cabbage on it, and it came with a side of a horseradish dill cream sauce. And I
That
baked,
sounds really good.
I baked the steak in the oven, chopped it up, drizzled the horseradish sauce over it, and then I ordered fried rice from my favorite Chinese restaurant, tossed it all together. And it was like a fancy ribeye fried rice meal with horseradish. It was and like soy sauce. It was very weird, but it tasted so fucking good. And I don't know why I just had to share that, but I just at the last second I was like, dude, 21-day aged ribeye with some fried rice and horseradish. How weird is that? But it actually worked really well.
That sounds good.
It was
I don't know
it
why,
was
but
fucking
it sounds
amazing.
good.
It was incredibly good. Anyway, I'm rambling. Mr. Wiko, how are you, sir?
I am excited to play D&D.
Hell yeah, brother. Same. Good. Yeah, we didn't really get to say hi to the gang last week because we were a little bit late. We had some technical difficulties, which I think are all ironed out. Excuse me. So we should be good to go to proceed into episode 12. Let's do it, ladies.
Same thing as last week. The modules weren't updated, but now we know how to use them.
Well, there you go.
So, and I can also confirm the reason the actions tab does not work is actually because of a module. It's just called like character actions list or something of that variety. Hasn't been updated yet. If it gets updated, it's great. If not, I will just take away that dud tab entirely, and we'll just act as if it never existed.
Well, all right. Cool.
All right. Now, when I start a session, as you all know, I like to ask for a physical description of your character and how your character motivations could have possibly changed since last time, what you might be thinking you want your character to address in this session. So I'm going to start at the top of my list with Bellig.
Ooh, so it's nice and rainy outside, so obviously I'm soaking wet. Bellig probably like visually appears maybe like a little frustrated. especially after having a direct order to not kill something violated. So I'm kind of he probably looks like a little frustrated and a little like I guess like upset's the only other word I could think to use. As far as his motivations go, though, he's we've got CSI Volkovis going on right now. I'm gonna get to the bottom of this shit because it's gonna fucking stop.
All right. Next on my list for physical description and character motivation changes is Mr. Quinlan.
Well, unlike Bellig, even though it's pouring rain out, Quinlan is completely dry. He's clean. He's dry. Feels super comfortable in his nice, warm, cozy clothes. But that's the only thing he's comfortable in. Everything else has been going to hell. All these people around him are crazy. Bellig, who jumped in a river of shit twice and has like gotten knocked down in almost every fight, is the only sane person left. Quinlan is like Cade's this cocky guy. Alistair's just getting darker. Our leader who like was a little, you know, a little heavy-handed, I guess, with certain things. Uh, was at least a decent human being. Is dead, and Quinlan has no idea what's going on with Callian. One second he's having an existential crisis about his faith. The next he's just like, I'm going to be a what the hell's the word? Not an exterminator, a exorcist. And I think Quinlan's just like, the deeper we get into this, the more shit pops up, and the crazier these people get.
Things have certainly been strange, and the group has been a little, they lean into the licenses they've been given with bestowing violence. We'll see how that shapes Quinlan's future. Anyway, Alistair?
Oh, Alistair. Alistair is feeling dark. He has recently obtained the ability to detect souls, via his new spooky sword. He absorbed a new soul, to no one's knowledge but his own. He's vibing. He's kind of tired of letting people live who don't deserve to live, especially after they choose violence and then go, "Oh no, we lost. Don't kill me." He's not about that. He wants to kill a dragon. Group's still not down, I'm sure, but there's a dragon somewhere, and he would love to kill it. Absorbing a dragon soul, I'm sure, would be very cool for him. But he's feeling a little loose, if you will. And he's a
Understandable.
he's a winter eladrin, so he's blue. He's a blue boy.
And dabba dee dabba die. That's all I got.
Good one.
Speaking of Dawidi Dawidai,
Yeah.
Mr. Sticks, why don't you tell us a little bit about Callian?
Ooh, yeah. This is how I know Al's never been religious before, because you can have a crisis of faith and then suddenly feel very strong conviction about it. I know from experience. Callian was dealing with a lot of crisis of faith, but all those crises are kind of being put on the back burner because everything that his faith told him was going to happen if evil got out of control is kind of happening right now. So he's kind of like back into it with vigor. Last week he had the first opportunity to really execute the tenets of his religion in a physical form. By that I mean he found one of the savage races doing something hyper illegal and super treasonous to the city, so he was like, I have no choice, I have to kill this guy. Although he did manipulate him a tiny bit so he could get the information he needed before he executed said guy. And to be fair, he never lied. He never said, I won't kill you. He just said, I'll help you if you give me your thing. And then he helped him, and then he killed him. So, he's learning the ways of manipulation to get what he wants. Whether this will turn into more of a darker path for him, I have no idea yet. I still need to have more experiences with him. But after finding out the information they found out, he's got a lot more questions than answers right now, and he's gonna have to do a lot of investigating and relying on his team and all sorts of stuff because, as I'm sure anyone who watched last week knows, shit's about to pop off.
All right. So while you guys were laying down your heavy-handed investigation on poor old Orion over here, you found a ledger for those he was running necromantic dealings with. All sorts of illegal dealings, if you will. That has sort of given you not only Cade a bit of evidence towards the mission that Leo had been talking to him earlier about, but it kind of gave you a list of a lot of little, let's say, dustings of corruption within the Paladin of Silver Flame Order, which gives your group all sorts of leads, odds, ends, and directions that you could possibly pursue. Though, as Crazed stated earlier with Bellig, and with how Quinlan is feeling with the team, might be in order to, and I'm not trying to railroad you, it's just a suggestion, but it might be in order to return to the player state.
Can I
Maybe
give
settle some things out.
Can I give my description first before we?
Did I?
You skip me.
Oh, I'm sorry. I skipped right over you. You're not. Whoa. Why aren't you on my list?
Oh, that's weird.
Oh, that's really weird. Okay, my player list is showing Eric and not Soma. Let me refresh Foundry real quick. While this is refreshing, Soma, I'm sorry I skipped you. Could you please tell us a little bit about Cade?
No problem. You skipped Eric too, if you think about it. If he was on the list. So Cade,
well, I knew he wasn't here. So
Cade is 6'4", clean-shaven, human male, with dark hair. He's a tall boy, big buff guy, and he's wearing ornate scale mail bestowed upon him for his rank of fulminator within the Ordo Fulgur. He also has a cloak of protection, nice, cool-looking red cape that has like a formed collar sort of around his neck. It looks pretty badass. He is soaking wet, and a look of concern is on his face as he is looking at this book that was just mentioned. He also looks inquisitive and like he has found something he's been looking for without even realizing it. It's a mix of emotions on his face and how he's feeling. He has been feeling out this new group. He's only known them a handful of hours. He's sort of kept quiet and put on an active bravado that is typical with like the common man and soldier in Ordo Fulgur. But he is realizing this group is a little bit different than the typical squad or platoon or group within the Order. These people are different. The stakes they're going up against are way more harsh and hardcore and different than anything he's ever faced. And now that he can see that they're dealing with several things that are probably too much for them to handle, that he has a lead now on his actual mission, he is ready to get serious and have a real talk with everyone. He wants to have a real talk with Quinlan. He wants to make sure the group is going to put their best foot forward. And he is ready to tighten up as a squad and start taking down the biggest threats that face them at this moment in time. And that's it.
I'm interested in seeing how you will handle the situation with the evidence at hand.
Indeed.
Um,
And with that, I'm
Anyway.
assuming that we probably would get out of the fucking rain. Like maybe
Right,
we'd
it
alert a
would make
town guard to
sense,
clean
like-
up the body and to have his goods and everything checked into evidence and whatnot with the city as we walk back to player housing.
yes. All right. Honestly, I couldn't put it any better myself. Does anyone have anything that they wanted to wrap up while you are already in the marketplace before you return to the spare Malthus estate?
No.
Nope. Beleg's just gonna be marching back with a look of frustration.
All right. And with the resounding lack of, yes, I want to buy this real quick, I'm going to go ahead and move us to the player estate.
All right.
All right. When you guys arrive, it is late at night. Callian, if I could get you to throw that wisdom check and that religion check for me.
I am sorry about that.
Right.
No and no.
And Quinlan,
Yes.
the the etheric tether that binds you to the psychic web feels tense. It feels ripe with power. Just so you're aware.
Is there something I can do with it?
You feel that when you use your power today, it has the capacity to maybe be more explosive than it's been in the past.
Interesting. Thank you.
Yes. All right, and Belig, after you get out of the rain, you walk into the estate. You feel very hot. Your hands feel very heavy. As you enter your room to get into the refreshing bath waters, I'm gonna go ahead and ask you for a Constitution saving throw.
Oh, it's the
Magic aids.
Oh,
He's got
no.
magic aids for sure.
I love it.
Oh, shit disease.
Hate it
Time
when that
to
happens.
time to get a new character ready, buddy.
Belig, as you undress, things
Ooh.
are standard. You are able to take off the essentially the light clothing that you are accustomed to wearing as a monk. But as you start to take off your right shoe, you are alarmed as your turn down style boot is kind of hard to pull over your very stiff feeling ankle. When you do finally manage to get it off, it is revealed to you that your entire right foot, just under the joint, has turned to stone.
Uh-oh. He's got
Holy
grayscale.
shit.
No.
I'll
Oh,
as I'll panic, kind of panic, or Beleg will panic as he sees that. I'll quickly like just throw on my like pants and shirt, and then I'm gonna yell for Callian.
Okay, I run over.
I need you to look at this spot, dude. Is this
Come here.
normal?
Does this
Yeah,
look
you
normal?
No, it
say-
is not.
You're
He's
dying.
like,
Well,
he's like, is this
try
normal?
lifting it up.
Pulls his dick out.
Exactly.
Yeah, that's fine. Then it's like, well, what
Yes,
about
that's
this?
normal.
And
I'll be leaving now.
What about this? The pebbles and the purple fur.
He's like, that is below average. No, just kidding.
Yeah, so
Believe me, I'm from the church. I've seen a lot of that.
I we'll like speak. You know, as you like come running up, I'll like wave you into the room here,
Sure.
and then I'm going to just. I'll be like,
Look at my
I
dick.
think I
Oh, sorry.
look at these. No, but I'll kind of look at Callie and be like, I'm afraid. I think I might have caught something down in the sewers, and then I'll kind of just show him the stone. But
Callian's gonna sort of do like a pained breath intake and sort of shut his eyes and tilt his head and be like, that is not good. If we don't find the cure for the petrification, you will die.
did like I'm like really racking my brain here, right? Maybe didn't Quinlan get leads on that, or I thought he found something along those lines.
We have an idea of things that might help, but no. Forgive the lack of words here to describe this, but we have no concrete.
I'm gonna yell for Quinlan. I'm
Alright,
like,
and before Quinlan responds, meta question from the DM. What is the herb that Leo told you could possibly reverse or stifle petrification effects? Whoever tells me gets inspiration.
Medusa grass
Gorgon grass
or
and
something.
Medusa
yes.
moss.
Okay, so
All
I was like
right.
halfway there, but it's like, yeah, Gorgon grass. Yeah, it was something to do with her.
Where's my inspiration button? There we go.
Yeah, I had no fucking clue. So.
Gorgon grass or Medusa
I had a clue. I
moss.
was just wrong.
The genius for a reason. Hey, you're halfway there.
Whoa, living on a prayer.
All right.
That's crazy.
Sorry, Belig. Please continue.
so I'll kind of like Quinlan will hear like Bellig scream for him in like a panicky sounding voice.
All right, Quillen's been sitting here, his head in his hands, just kind of eyes closed. Here's Belly calling for him. Sighs, gets up, walks over.
Hello? Hello?
Yeah.
I'm not into these types of initiations.
God damn it. I'll as you walk in, like you'll see like Bellig and Callie
Hey,
and
hold
kind of
on.
looking at my
Hey, is my stream live? I feel like something just happened. Can you guys hear me?
It's buffering, eternally buffering. for me.
God damn it, dude. What the fuck?
Yeah, buffer.
Why? Why is this happening right now?
I don't know.
Come on, that sucks.
Yeah, I'm not quite sure.
That's super unfortunate.
I just loaded it up, and on my end, it's just like,
Yeah, it's eternally buffering.
same.
yeah.
Well, we're still recording, so let's just keep playing. Fuck it. Figures.
Okay.
You just went off line. If that
Yeah.
means anything.
Hold on. God fucking damn it. I don't know what's going on. Anyway, let's just go.
All right, man.
Seems to be working
Okay.
now.
It's
Alright.
good now.
So, as
Is Quinlan in the room?
he is.
Okay,
Yeah,
I
reload
gotta
your foundry.
I gotta refresh. Oh.
So yeah, as Quinlan, enters the room, and the door kind of like shuts behind him, he will see Bellic and Callian like worried over this petrified foot that I'm starting to develop. I'll look up at Quinlan and Quinlan, was it? Please tell me it was you that had some kind of lead on a cure for petrification.
Well, I can't say I am surprised. You did fall into the sewers. There was sporadic things here and there, but no actual cure. Maybe Medusa moss. We could try to find some. Do I know where any is located? We go.
You just, based on your passives, I think you would infer that the most likely place that you would find some would be amongst those who are, inflicting the ailment. So you think if you would be to find any, it would be amongst the goods of sewer-dwelling lizard folk, or anyone who happens to have ties to the lizard folk.
This is most likely amongst the lizard folk, meaning we'll have to go back to the sewers and deal with them.
I just let out like a big sigh.
What is the time we go for like after you show that you have a symptom? How long does
What's
it
the
usually take?
prognosis?
It appears as if it took anywhere between 1 to 3 days to finally set in and show signs.
All right,
But
and from that point, how long till you know?
With some, it has taken a little as an hour for them to become a complete and total statue. As per the elves that you had met at the winery, then you had went off to that dungeon and went back. It was under an hour. He was completely petrified and statuesque. Though, then there's others like Leo, who he said he has supposedly been staving off his petrification for 2 weeks now. So you feel that it is possibly determinate based on either some sort of connection to Aether or maybe even your race. But as far as you're hoping, the middle ground of that, you're hoping Belig would have at least a few days before he'd fully petrify.
And Beleg's fully clothed currently.
Yep.
I need you to strip.
I mean, all this. Yeah, I'll start. I guess I had to take off the fucking clothes.
Don't throw them towards us.
I'll throw them behind me.
I will use my inspiration. I'll use my inspiration on that.
Okay. All
There you go.
right. After Belig disrobes, you notice that there is another small spot on his back, just under his left shoulder blade, that has petrified. You have also discovered that a small section underneath his right hand is likewise petrified. So in total, there are 3 areas, the worst of it all being an entire foot.
have you touched anything in here?
Just I'll just kind of nod over to like the bath, like just the bed, the bath, the usual things.
The beyond.
All right. I'm gonna use Mage Hand to pick his clothes up and throw them like in the corner of the room.
Okay.
Um,
Uh, you are also weary of that standing bathwater in the corner of his room.
yes, but I can't do anything. Don't touch the bathwater. We'll have to get rid of that somehow. And then I'll use. Do you have clothes here that are not those?
Just the ones that were given to me by the order, and I'll probably imagine they're in the this little stand or whatever this is right here, little chest.
Yep. Yep. Yeah. Just full of your belongings.
Go.
Also, just to say, sorry, we're like going while you're going through all of this. Alistair, when you all had walked in, um, you were the first to notice that on this little table over here, just past the door, and there seemed to be a large collection of bags and letters. Just so you're aware.
Hmm.
Um, anyway,
I guess I'll check that out. I want to do something after that.
cool. Uh, Quinlan, as you were.
All right. Callian, do you have any bandages?
I will look in my inventory. Take a look. I do not possess any bandages at this moment.
Do you possess anything that we can rip up and use as bandages? Did Yorick have clean clothes here?
He did. His clean clothes are still here.
All right, I take a shirt, using Mage Hand to Mage Hand it over me. I don't want to walk any closer to Bellig. In fact, I take a step back and I Mage Hand it over to me. I rip it up and then I use Mage Hand to wrap the spots on his body that have stone on it. Just so like the fleshy part near the stone.
Yes.
Uh, just so like I don't know, just so it doesn't touch anything. I don't know what else to do. I'm not a doctor. But yeah, I use Mage Hand to do that. I will not touch him myself.
All right. And when you do that, I'm going to ask for a little medicine check. All right. It's
Nice.
actually quite effective.
Hell yeah.
And
So you definitely feel that as you sort of tightly bind across those areas, kind of giving him, a boxing tape across the right hand, sort of a back and chest bind in order to, get to the other pieces. And then a complete foot wrapping. You do feel that pressure, could have the capacity to help. And also, as you said, kind of bandaging it off, preventing those areas from touching anything on the outside. It's a good move.
then Quinlan will say, "Well, get dressed in clean clothes. Um, anything that you touch will have to burn eventually, and uh, hopefully you're still you in 8 hours."
I think I'll kind of look at Callian and Quinlan and we need to go back in the sewers, but regardless of what we choose to do, I will fight until the end. And then I'll just kind of let them go.
Just know that the sewers are seemingly more of a pressing issue now. So I guess we'll have to go there. And I'll use Mage Hand to open the door. I will step out.
I will step out as well.
I'm going to use Mage Hand to close the door. And then I will turn to Callion, and that man is most assuredly dead.
Yes, he seems to be a dead man walking. We will do what we can in the vain hopes that there may be some cure that we can find quickly, but I'm starting to not lean on hope anymore.
Yes. I'm thinking, in all earnestness, we should get people higher than ourselves involved. And I mean higher than this city.
Yes.
Getting the Astrolab here, something. I don't know.
Yes, unfortunately, my people are in danger as well. I don't know if you read what we found in the journal. But, we have more of those jaws of the earth underneath the city itself.
Yes, I glanced at it.
Yes, I... At some point, will need to confront Father Ignatius that his son is in ill dealings and that his temple is in danger. But I wish not to do so alone, because everyone we seem to talk to has been corrupted by this cult, and I'm not sure if he has been compromised or not.
So, even so, he might not take kindly to the accusations you bring forth, even if he isn't attached to the cult.
This is true, but we have irrefutable proof.
Oh. The letters of a known criminal could be easily refuted. But even though I do believe them myself.
If he refutes them, I will believe he is complicit and must be dealt with.
Well, let us get some rest for now.
Yes. Yes.
And if Bellig is still okay in the morning, we'll go into the sewers.
Yes.
I will leave it to you if you, as the one that knows healing the most, if you wish to inform the others of his condition.
Indeed. I'm actually going to step back toward the door, and without touching the door, I am going to lean as close as I can, and I am going to say, Bellig, I think it's wise if you get some rest. We will do what we can for you in the morning.
You probably just hear me like shuffling around. Like I'm just in here. I don't necessarily like want to sleep on the bed, so I'm just gonna use this bear rug to try and avoid like spreading the fucking disease all over this room.
Understandable.
I'm going to go back downstairs. I'm going to say, everyone, I require your attention. Yes. I assume,
Galleon.
Alistair, you at least turn over.
Yeah, I
Toward
kind
me?
of side eye you.
Yeah.
Alistair side-eyes you while ruffling through the various bags and letters that are placed on this table. Alistair, you do find a rather large or burlap bag with your initials on it, as well as a letter. When you open the envelope, you read through it as Callion is talking.
Yeah.
And it says, Chief Petty Officer Alistair Shaw. As per Eladrin Commissar pay stipends for your service and for what we have heard of your slayings against evil and savage races, we have awarded you with 2 blue sapphires totaling value of 2,000 gold pieces.
That's a lot of gold.
It's a lot of
And
gold.
at the end of the letter, it says, because of your status as a warlock, we hope that in 3 weeks' time you continue to negotiate your ongoing hire contract with the Ordo Vulgar. And if you do not renew your contract, despite the current ongoing quarantine, we will be forced to eject you from city limits.
Got
Best
it.
wishes.
Interesting. Callie.
After a cursory examination of our leader Beleg, it appears that he is suffering from symptoms of the petrification plague. The only known cure is gorgon grass and medusa moss, of which we surmise would be in the hands of those who are inflicting the plague upon this city, meaning the lizard folk in the sewers, as far as we know. They also have a dragon with them, which is not ideal. But if we have any interest in saving Beleg's life, we must go into the sewers as soon as possible, though we do intend to get a night's rest this evening. Until such a time, no one is to touch him, no one is to be within close proximity of him. It could threaten your life. Are there any questions?
Cade says, damn, that's disappointing to hear. Thank you for sharing that with us, Callion. I'll let the man rest and we can address it to his face in the morning. Gives you a nod.
Indeed.
And
I nod.
then
And I go to my room.
Yes.
Cade would flag over Quinlan. He would want to have a conversation with Quinlan. And then, sorry, Rava, you said you wanted to do something. You can do what you want to do first, because I know you've been waiting.
If Quinn is in the room, what's Quinn doing as of right now?
Well, I stopped just to like be there, but
Right.
I was going into the room.
Okay. Alistair's going to come into the room. Quinn, I need the room.
Okay. I can't sleep.
Give me an hour. Give me 2 hours.
All right.
Just gotta rub one out real quick, man.
You
real
hear
Real
me.
quick. That's a long
You hear
rub.
me. You hear me lock the door. And in these next 2 hours, I'm going to be unattuning from my packed weapon and attuning to a new packed weapon.
Before you say that, I wish I was all right, because you saying that got me curious as a person,
Mm-hmm.
and I'm gonna have Archimedes watching you out the window.
Mm-hmm.
So he's outside, chilling on the roof, looking out the window.
Well, since you can see what is happening over these next 2 hours, is I'm performing a ritual, and I would say like some dark red, like blackish tendrils are kind of rotating around me, kind of coming out of the ground, and you see the Renthar sword eventually pop out in front of me from seemingly nowhere, and then you see me pull out the my new magma dark sword, and I start attuning with it to make it my packed weapon. I hold it for about 5 minutes, and then I remove my hands from under it, and it's floating in front of me. And slowly over this hour, it's disintegrating and like disappearing.
Cool. So I think maybe Archimedes is watching that, logging all that info, And while that's happening, Cade sees Quinlan and asks him to join him for a conversation.
Sure, Quinlan will go join you.
Let's go, like...
All right, and Quinlan, I want you to know that while you're having this conversation with Cade, it is hard for you to concentrate because you feel the bag amongst the table of the other bags. You feel that the one with your initials on it and the letter that is with them is almost calling your name psionically. It is quite distracting.
I think with like splitting his mind in two ways is normally fine for Quinn.
Yes.
You know, like concentrating on Archimedes, watching Alistair, and this conversation. But like a third intrusive thought is bothering him. So I think like in the middle of the conversation I'm having with Cade, Quinn literally turns towards the bag and says, "Shut up! I'll be with you momentarily." And then turn back to Cade. "I'm sorry. Continue."
Yeah, maybe that happens right as the con was about to start. Cade kind of looks at you, cocks an eyebrow, and shrugs it off, and he says, "I'm glad we could finally speak, just the two of us. I've only known you and the group for a handful of hours, but I've learned a lot in that time. On the road, told me to know my place. Quinlan, you're a child. You're in training. I'm a fulminator with the Order, and quite frankly, you're going to know your place. Before I continue on, I just want to say that I'm a friend. I'm not your enemy. In fact, I know several of the leadership of the tower from whence you come." And he gestures at his armor and the runes, and he says, "Let's just say I'm a bit of a special project for a couple of the individuals in the tower. And they don't work with just anyone." And he kind of sits back and he crosses his arms and he says, "Look, I'll admit, the bravado and the arrogance is a bit of a defensive act. Put it on for the other men, because that's what they expect of me, especially in battle. But this is different. This group is different. So I'll save the shenanigans, just speak to you truly as who I am. This city's my home, and quite frankly, it could all be taken away at a moment's notice. We're fighting multiple enemies on multiple fronts. I feel like this group is juggling so many issues, and I feel like I don't even know what they all are. So after a night's rest, we should definitely speak about the next plan of action here, but just wanted to let you know. I've heard all about you, and I know that you're a smart young man, but my recommendation to you is if you truly are intelligent, is take a different approach with people. Relax on the rude arrogance, because you'd be delusional if you think you're the first boy genius the Order has sent out for field testing, and you'd be even crazier if you think they all lived. We're a group, and we're going to be relying on each other for survival. Shouldn't be bickering. There should be no infighting. We should be taking care of each other because, well, when we face death on the next day, and again the next day, it's very likely that the faces of this group will be the last kind faces you see before you die."
Kind faces.
Am I not kind? Is Beleg not kind? I don't know much about Alistair.
This conversation has been somewhat patronizing. Child.
Are you not a
Boy.
child, Quinlan? How old are you? May I ask?
19, but that doesn't matter.
It does matter, though, Quinlan, because you are just starting your career. You're out here for testing, and you walk around like the city is yours. It's going to get you killed. I am your friend, and I'm trying to help you. Just because I'm not as smart as you does not mean that I don't have some wisdom in life.
I never said that. I simply said, at the moment, to know your place as a fulminator who is not in the order, but outside of it.
Quinlan, that's incorrect. I am directly associated with Ordo Fulgur.
Mm,
Do you know what
okay.
internal... he says, do you know what internal affairs is?
No, I've never heard of internal affairs before.
Well, I am a part of a team associated with internal affairs. What I do is I watch members of the Order and other agencies that serve this city and the king. There is deep-rooted issues and corruption. In fact, a list of names fell upon our laps just a couple of hours ago.
Convenient, no?
Well, it's helpful. Convenience, yay or nay. At least we have a lead. That being said, I'm willing to be friends and work together. You can take it how you want, but all I want is for us to live, and I want to save my city. If you want to be a helpful member of this team, if you want to report into the tower that you were a good wizard that was respectful and get sign-off from the Order, you'll get it from me, which is, to be honest, goes a lot farther than Yorick, who, by the way, was already a living legend, even as a young man at his age. I am sorry for your loss. I could tell that it was disturbing for all of you. He was a good man. And he pauses after he says that.
I think he just looks at you. Just. I have things I must attend to. Thank you for this conversation. It was enlightening.
Cade looks at Quinlan as he walks away. Are you sure that's how you want to play it?
Do you wish me to speak my mind? I doubt it.
Of course I want you to
I'm
speak
trying
your
to
mind.
show you respect and kindness by walking away currently. You
Sit down
arrogant
and...
and cocky. No, Quinlan doesn't sit down. He stands. Called me arrogant and cocky. The words spilling out of your mouth far exceed anything I've shown you thus far. Please.
Cade shakes his head sadly. He says,
You are new to this group.
Hmm.
You haven't... Your first conversation alone with me was patronizing and insulting.
Then you must not know much about the military, you fucking child. You don't speak to someone at a higher rank like you did me in front of the other men. I thought we could be friends, but I don't think we can be. And he gets up and he swishes his cloak behind him and he says, we'll have to fight together. We'll have to work together. Or we'll both probably die. The city is falling apart and unfortunately we're quarantined in it. So sort out whatever arrogant bullshit you must, but I'm going to bed. And he walks away from you.
All right. While they're having
Nice.
a conversation,
What's
Callion.
I'm gonna go, to his room.
I want to root through those letters.
All right. You find one that has your name on it attached. There is a bag. The bag is smaller than
Wait,
the
the bag
others.
was just randomly on this table? Like, was it delivered without us knowing it, or was it just already here?
No,
The
there was a
bags-
bunch of mail delivered to us all.
Oh, okay.
Yep. All right. Callion. So within one of those bags was or at least the one that was addressed to you anyway. I've added it to your inventory. You'll not see much information on it, but there was a pearl of light. You know them to be associated with statues that are erected specifically for Elvardi.
Didn't we see these in the tomb?
You did, yes. Also in that bag is 450 gold pieces
Nice.
and a letter from Father Ignatius. It says, "Do be weary. If you start poking your head around the church, as I believe Those damned silver paladins will be closing it off.
Interesting. I fold up the note, put it in my, I don't know, jacket or whatever, and I am going to start making my way toward my room.
Do I bump into Callion here?
Yeah.
Callion,
Yeah. Yes, Quinlan.
be careful of Cade. He is an idiot.
Noted. And then I just walk away.
And
All
I will
right.
walk over to the pouch, and I will just mage hand the pouch that is for me over to me, because I
You ain't
feel like I
touching
get to.
anything. You're literally touching like just mage hand always on.
Yep, I put it on the chair. I use mage hand to open it up and to rummage through it.
This is some Harry Potter shit. You're
All
like,
right.
don't trust
Quinlan.
Cade. He is a git. I'm like, heard. Okay.
Quinlan, there is a letter addressed to you. It's extremely ornate. You notice that the paper is pressed with a gold leaf and platinum leaf. On the outside of it is the wax seal of not the triumvirate in its entirety, but the wax seal of Arthaxar, who is one of the three triumvirate recognized as one of the most powerful wizards in all of time. Arthaxar is quite famous in the order, being that he is one of the triumvirate. He is the disembodied psionic spirit. When you open that letter from him, it says, Quinlan, I have surveyed all streams of time, and I have decided that you require more training within my library of the infinite. I have left a coin that will instantly transport you to the library of the infinite. Do not use it with immediacy, but when you find yourself in danger, consider it a quick escape.
All right, I will pick that up and put that on the opposite side. So I have in the inside pocket on the right side, I have the Minthar coin, and on the left side, I'll have that one.
All right.
So it transports him to like a pocket dimension?
As far as he understands,
Cool.
it's either trans-dimensional, transplanar, but it definitely radiates with psionic energy. It
Sweet.
is almost beaming with power. Anyway, Quinlan, also within that bag that was addressed to you is a payment from the astrolabe, as they know that wizards cannot survive off of good deeds alone. And within it, they have left you 1,200 gold pieces.
All right.
Whenever Callion goes into the room to go to bed, he sees Cade preparing himself for sleep, but he looks pissed. He's like stewing a little bit.
Was there anything else in the bag?
Nope.
All right. And I take it that there's only one bag or two bag. There should be two bags left on here,
Yes, you're
correct?
right. There's a bag for Bellig, and there's a bag for Cade.
Is there any adhesive anywhere nearby?
Uh, adhesive? Yeah,
Yeah,
in the in sort of like the little utility like kitchen space.
I'm going to take some of that and seal Cade's bag closed, and then walk away.
That is so funny.
Yeah,
Oh my
I'm
God.
gonna teach Cade to fuck with
You
me.
fucking.
As if he can't just cut the bag below the adhesive. But anyway.
I mean, yeah, but like he's like an angry 19-year-old. Like, you know what I mean?
Yeah, no, I
He's
get it.
super
It's
smart, but,
perfect.
like,
It's great.
You gotta prank
Fuck
the
that
adults.
guy.
Yeah.
this
He
guy that
told
just
me
like,
what to
chewed me
do.
out.
Yeah.
Hey, the
Yeah.
19-year-olds I know would have taken a shit, dumped Cade's bag in the shit, and then put it back. That's what they would have done.
No, Quinlan thinks he's being,
Actually, partially based on a true story.
yeah,
Anyway,
Quinlan thinks he's being smart by being like making it
of
difficult.
course.
Yeah,
Yeah, of course.
and I'll sleep on the couch and I'm waiting. Yeah, Archimedes will tell me all about the ritual, and then I'll go to sleep on this couch.
Callian's gonna sit up on the bed and look over at Cade, and he's gonna say, Cade, now that we are traveling with you, and you seem to be an extraordinary warrior, what can you tell me about yourself?
Well, you already know I'm from here.
Yeah, so am I. What else is new?
I'm an internal investigator. What's the real reason I'm in town right now and not off on a deployment? Quite frankly, I'm worried about this group. I'm worried about all the things you're juggling. I feel like we're fighting an impossible war here. And we have no choice. We need to choose a path tomorrow as a group. It's unfortunate about Beleg. Alistair I don't trust. And Quinlan, he shakes his head. And then I share word for word the conversation we just had. And in its entirety. And Cade just shrugs and he says, I don't think I was nearly as bad as him when I was his age, but he clearly thinks I'm a fool because I tried to lecture him. There's got to be some other way to enter his mind and to speak to him, but I did let my anger get the best of me.
I think, as you and I probably both know, dealing with people in positions of authority higher than ourselves, that usually earning respect through actions is usually going to win the day over trying to tell them what is what. And also remember that he is a young man. Hasn't even seen 20 years.
Yes, but the future of the Order relies on minds like him. He's clearly
Yes,
a genius and gifted, but if he doesn't clean up his attitude, he's going to get himself killed or the people he's with. And he can't see us.
Perhaps, but unfortunately, most people that age learn by failing rather than learn by being told, as I'm sure you and I both know.
Yes, but have you ever been in a situation where failure means the death and destruction of yourself and your entire home and a million people?
Only
can't
for the
afford
past
it.
few weeks. Yes.
Cade chuckles whenever you say that. I feel like an apology would be wasted on the boy's ears. He'd just think me weaker than he already does. I'll have to just prove through action that I care about his life, as I do all of yours.
Yes, I think that would be the best course of action. I also believe that, yes, one mistake can be the difference between life or death. Yorick made but one error, and he is no longer with us. Same can be said for Beleg should he perish.
Indeed.
All it takes is one mistake. Those are the stakes that we are up against. And unfortunately, I will have to go to my leadership and give them some rather unfortunate news sometime in the near future.
Indeed.
And I don't know what consequence that action bears, but I know it is the right one to take. It is the right course.
Cade nods.
For me, there is no one who can persuade me otherwise that I should not do this. The only question is, do I do it alone or do I do it with everyone at my back? I believe that Father Ignatius has the right to know that his son is dealing in dark matters, and that there is an existential threat to his entire conclave, and yet the entire city. You may not have seen these Jaws of Earth, I do not know, maybe you have.
He
But I
shakes his head
have.
no.
I have. And they are devastating, and the one we saw was small. I cannot imagine one that is so large that it would engulf the entire Cathedral of Ilvarti. That thought frightens me. So I believe there are two things that must happen. One is, I do believe we owe it to Belig, at least the rest of us, I know you haven't known him very long, to go into those sewers, destroy the lizard men, and try and find a cure, both for him and for Malthus, more importantly. I think it is more important to save Malthus than Belig, as cruel as that may sound. It is the most pragmatic course of action.
Cade says,
Though if we
Leo
can save
Malthus,
Belig's... Yes.
Leo Malthus is a living saint. He must be saved if at all possible. And look,
Agreed. And if we can save Belig in the meantime, so much the better. But I
well, of course.
would do this more for Malthus than for him.
This is something I was trying to get a. This is something I was trying to drive home with Quinlan. Was that we're a military order? Sure, he might not be a full-on member of Ordo Fulga, but he is here on training. He's assigned to this group. We don't want any of our men to die. We shouldn't be infighting, and we shouldn't be disrespecting one another, especially when there are so many threats just inches below our feet.
Yes.
Now is the time to come together and use our strengths. And, well, I'm worried about several people in this group. Obviously,
Yes.
Belig is turning to stone, and he might only have a day or two of fight left in him. Alistair will. I don't trust any warlocks, but he's especially unhinged, even if he is a petty officer. And Quinlan, well, we've already talked about him. I thought I could say it to him true because he has such an exceptional mind, but you are right. Child or not, man or not, doesn't matter who it is. Actions will speak louder than words. And tomorrow, when we wake and leave this house in the morning, we could be marching to death. And I hope everyone knows that we're marching to death together.
Yes, I think solidarity is the name of the game, if you will. But with that being said, even Alistair, with his shifty motives, can be put to good use. He seems to be shifting his attitude. When we first met him, he was very sheepish and shy and timid. He's gained new confidence. And with that has come bravado and arrogance, yes, but also more power, which we may be able to turn to our own uses. We should not discard something because it is frightening to us, if it can be useful. But in the same hand, we should not be afraid to dispatch that which could be a danger. So I say we keep a wary eye on him. And if he seems to be more danger than he's worth, well, then we cross that bridge when we get to it.
Cade nods. He says, well, at least there's one level-headed individual in this group that I can trust. Thank you very much for the conversation, Callion. Now, get some rest. We'll need it.
Before I turn in, have you ever had to kill a man in the name of justice before?
Cade nods his head yes, and he says, unfortunately, even members of Ordo Fulgur, by my own hands, have met their end for corruption, illegal activity, and evil. So yes.
Does it get any easier to do it?
It's always hard when it's a friend or a brother. That I can assure you. But to tug on my darker side, it gets easier to condemn those that want to harm you and your friends and brothers. It gets easier.
I took a man's head for treason. And the reason is fine enough, I suppose. He was undermining the city. He would have made machinations that, even unwittingly to himself, would have utterly put the city in peril and possibly destroyed it. He deserved his fate, in my opinion, but I still feel pity for him.
And you will. You'll feel pity for most of the initial deaths that you cause. But, unfortunately, the novelty of death, or dealing it, fades away, just like the novelty of a delicious new dish or bottle of wine, or new book that you've purchased at a store, the novelty of a new song your favorite bard plays at the tavern. Everything fades, including taking the lives of those that wish to do you or your loved ones wrong. But it never gets better when it's a brother or a friend.
Galleon nods, and then he says, "Good night, Cade. Rest well."
Kate gives him a nod and goes to bed.
Same.
Should we
Alrighty.
long rest it up?
I was gonna say if there's anything else anyone wanted to do before the night's end, if I could get a long rest from everyone.
I will say that when I'm done with my 2 hours of rituals, the door unlocks. So I guess if Archie was watching me the whole time, he would see me unlock it and go to bed.
Quinn stays on the couch.
Sometimes I feel like something's always watching me.
And his name is Archie.
He'll yeah, I like open the door to let Archie back in, have him dry off in like a common area, and then like perch back up on the bookcase where I usually have him, and go to bed.
Cool. Hell yeah.
All right. Bellig, during your long rest, you have ceaseless nightmares of being in the position of Yorick upon his demise in the sewer. Alistair, your rest is rather peaceful. You do not dream. It is simply darkness, but it isn't anything disturbing. It's comforting. Callian, you're a bit restless over the news of the church. Not only the possibility of it being shut down and overtaken by paladins of the Silver Flame, but also the threat of the earthen jaws that supposedly lurk below it. And Cade, your night is filled with anticipation. You have documented evidence to move against the steward, but he does still control an army, and he does still control political power. You know you're going to need more than just a piece of paper from some dead warlock saying that he did something evil, but it is an excellent lead. And Quinlan, despite staying on the couch, you are able to get all of the benefits of your long rest. You do not sleep uncomfortably, but I wouldn't call your state sleep as much as I would call it super meditation. That pulsing psionic energy that you feel at the base of your skull persists through the night and continues onto this next day.
Callian is going to wake up. I'm going to try and be first awake, and I'm going to be downstairs. Sorry, I got to drag my token because of walls.
As soon as you pass Archie psionically wakes Quinn.
Yeah, he hoots.
No, he hoots in my mind.
Yeah, it gives you a mind hoot.
Psionic hoot. He's just going to be sitting on a couch reading over the letter he received yesterday.
Quinlan just scooches over and just watches you awkwardly.
I lift my eyes above the page, make eye contact with you, and just kind of nod, and then I go back to reading my note. Investigation. I'm terrible at that.
Man, this wine is fucking good, gentlemen.
Alien, you find nothing strange about the note, but you are still pondering the matter that it seems to address.
Yes.
You ever go to pour yourself a glass of wine and you think that you're getting the rest of the bottle? And you're like, oh, there's just a little bit left, and it keeps pouring, and your big glass is suddenly almost filled to the brim, and you're like, holy shit, there was more wine in that bottle than I thought.
Yes, that is called you are blessed by God.
I just did that.
Hashtag bless up.
Yeah. I'm going to piss. Be right back.
I'm actually going to take this moment to stand up and walk over to Quinlan.
Not to have been left out, Quinlan will have taken his note out to look at it again, just because, he's kind of just copying Callie and doesn't know what else to do.
Dad's reading the newspaper.
Yeah,
I get you. So Callian comes over and he says, Quinlan, I wish to show you something. And he hands out the note.
Oh, yes. Let me take a look at it.
It concerns me gravely.
I read it.
I feel like Callian's turning into Severus Snape slowly over time, but it's okay.
Do I see anything extra with this note? Anything weird and out of place with either
It's
my
not-
note or his?
It's
I don't know if you've had the same insight into the church that I would, but it's a fair question.
right. Because actually that actually helped me find the exact words I'm looking for. Because you lack insight into the individuals involved with the church, it's not anything strange that you would notice if there was anything strange about the letter. But you do find it alarming that the paladins of Silverfire seem to have put up a perimeter and are supposedly shaking down the church. Being that your group should be the only one with knowledge of the jaws of the earth below it. You're not sure what else the paladins would be doing there, and if they were there for that reason, you're curious as to where they would have gotten their lead. And if you want to relay that information to Callian, you can just say, I relay the information.
I'll relay the information.
Okay. Wait, how do you have this info? Sorry, I was peeing.
I handed him the note that I got, where
okay.
it said that from Father Ignatius that the paladins of the Silver Fire are basically setting up a perimeter and shaking down the church, which is really weird. So I look over to Quinlan and I say, the paladins of the Silver Fire are a plague on the city. I am now convinced of it. Though we can't overtly dispose of them yet. Not without allies, anyway.
No, there's other things we unfortunately have to deal with first.
Yes, there are about 15 other things we have to deal with. I am more concerned with the fact that if Father Ignatius is disposed of, for lack of a better term, that even me being a priest of Elvarti will mean next to nothing to these ingrates.
I hate to read into things.
But I'm asking you to, so do it.
I know. Guesses and assumptions are not always the best. But could it not be that this father is warning you to stay away? Not out of concern, but for you, but concern that you might stop what he's involved in?
Yes, I had considered that briefly. But,
his son is already um,
Wrapped
accused.
up in dealings, yes.
Yes.
Yes, it is true. He could be trying to keep me away so that I don't find out the truth. This makes me want to do this even more.
I think the sewers should be our first
Oh, yes, absolutely.
objective, and then the church.
We shall go into the sewers. Probably to watch Bellic turn into stone while we are down there and die anyway, but...
When you say that, Quinlan stands up. We should check on him right now.
Indeed, good idea. And then I follow you. At any moment, I feel like I'm about to teach a class on werewolves, or say, turn to page 390.
I thumb to Mage Hand and I knock on the door with
Turn
it.
your book to page 394.
And then slam your head into the book.
I did that roll with.
Why did you roll that with disadvantage?
I have no idea. I just clicked the thing and.
What were the 2 dice?
You're
Okay.
going
10
to
and a 1.
have a concoction. It's going to tantalize
you
the
add-
senses. Sorry.
You add 3 to your con.
So a 10 would have been 13?
13.
13, which...
Okay.
Yeah, if it's DC 10, then he's fine.
All right, Bellig. Despite your oppressive nightmares, luckily, due to the quick thinking,
Actually, I
Of
have to ask the
Quinlan.
question, which dice was first in the roll? Because if it was the lower dice anyway, then it would have been the lower dice. Like if the second dice rolled on the advantage or
when
whatever.
when I click the thingy, it says 10-1, and then the 1
Okay,
is
then
highlighted.
the 10 counts. Okay, I just wanted to make sure
Yeah.
we weren't. Okay, that's fine. As you were.
Anyway, Bellig, despite your shitty night full of nightmares and misery, you did still get your benefits from the long rest, and miraculously and thankfully due to Quinlan's quick thinking, or as far as you can surmise, your petrification does not seem to have spread. But if it will continue throughout the day, you're sure that you'll feel the creeping cluster of that stone prison of your own body start to encapsulate more and more of you, as it is a hard feeling to ignore. Where soft flesh meets with hard stone, it is slightly painful. You feel that more dexterous acts, or things that involve any sort of complicated and quick motion, such as sprinting, could cause you great turmoil. Just something to keep in mind.
And then you hear a mage hand knock on your door.
Yeah, I'll tell him to open the door because I don't want to touch it.
I use Mage Hand to open the door.
The first person you'd see is probably Callian, judging on how the door would swing open. Good morning, Bellig. How do you feel?
Kind of look around my body like not the same as I did yesterday. Seemingly this petrification hasn't spread, but I want to try to get this dealt with as quickly as possible.
Step to the door, if you don't mind. Not through it, but just to it.
Callian will back up 5 feet.
I just start casting Prestidigitation all over Bellig to like clean him.
All right,
What?
just before you do that, Bellig lets out a loud sneeze, which wakes up Alistair and Cade.
He sneezes. I
Oh god.
I close the door in his face with the Mage Hand.
I will say Alistair has been awake because he only trances for 4 hours. So
Good.
All right, then
Damn.
Alistair, in your case, I will say you are now aware of the fact that everyone else is certainly awake.
Yeah, Cade walks
I
out.
don't-
What's going on, gentlemen?
I don't know why that rolled like that.
Neither do I. You should have gotten the 6.
Yeah.
Okay, well, With the 6, you passed the DC, so you're fine. You were able to shut the door in his face in time. You saw his face reel and his nose wrinkle. You knew he was going to sneeze.
I would also like to meditate on my sword via Rinthar, even though it's not Rinthar's sword anymore.
Yes, actually,
But asking her to bless my new sword is what I'm doing.
Bless Frostmourne, my goddess.
Yeah, Cade says, "What's going on, gentlemen?"
Belly was about to sneeze
wow,
on us,
right on the dot.
so I closed the door in his face.
Alistair, you feel the warm caress of Arinthar's vengeance approve your switching to this dark magma sword, almost as if she had willed it herself, following the strings of fate.
Do I notice anything?
You notice that before, where the magma from the blade was blistering heat, almost an outright evil, oppressive force, it is now a dull, warm glow that is very easy to be around. It was almost unbearable previously. All right. Bellig had stopped his sneezing fit and has been thoroughly prestidigitated.
I, with Mage Hand, make a kind of a bandana and tie it around Bellig's face.
It has
Makes
chloroform.
sense.
Nice.
All right. So, Bellig, you will have that sort of torn fabric mask. Just
Don't forget
keep
your
that in
mask,
mind.
guys. Don't forget your mask.
Yeah, well, when you're the one spreading petrification, yeah.
You can take it off when you're in the restaurant, though. It's fine.
Alistair walks out. So what disease has he contracted?
Callion said that. Were you not? He's petrifying.
Huh.
Yes.
Oh, right. You did tell me that. I've been preoccupied.
Very well.
Yeah, Cade motions for everyone to join together at the bar.
I will keep my distance like a responsible Vokolvis citizen.
Vokolvis COVID citizen.
I mean, Bella could be like, we don't like masks around these parts.
That's right. You have Vol COVID, dude. You're screwed.
Volko, yeah, Volkovid. There you go.
Jesus.
I'll just be like, right. I'll be right up within
like
earshot.
leaning over. Yeah.
Yeah, hanging out, like, not
Leaning
around the
over-
kitchen is a great idea.
Leaning over the food storage. Yeah.
Good point. We'll be back over here, okay?
Yeah, maybe like up. Yeah, up there.
All right.
Maybe just
Bellig,
like outside of town.
You just
like,
slide this
a few
chair.
miles away.
Quinlan
Bellig, as
slides
you-
this chair over with Mage Hand. I don't know.
Yeah.
You see your ass in it.
Bellig, as you come up here, you notice the bag and letter with your initials on it at this table.
Actually, I don't want to approach that table. I'll see. I'll ask Quinlan to mage hand it over to me.
Praised has leveled up as a D&D player. Market chat.
Yeah, Cade just
Fucking
says, like,
brilliant.
just bring the whole bag over. He just waves
Oops, I didn't
for the
mean
whole
that.
band. The whole bag, rather.
That's fine. I mean, it's fine that it's out there. But yeah, so I do that. I'll
right.
Mage hand it over to Bellig.
Bellig, in your bag is a pretty standard array. When you open the letter, it is almost very impersonal and robotic. Thank you for continuing to serve the primordial Storn sovereign Brondril in his efforts to stave off the evils of Markon and protect our glorious city. Within it is 800 gold pieces and 2 greater healing potions.
Sick.
Which I will drop in your inventory now.
I added the gold in there.
Hey, while this conversation's that's about to happen, Quinlan's going to be kind of checked out. I am taking that extra like werewolf potion that we got,
Mhm.
and I am trying to like break it down to figure out if I think it would actually work, and if it can, if I could possibly make more.
Oh, baby.
Yeah.
The answer to both of your questions is
Nice.
100% yes. Without a doubt. Not only do you think it would work, but you're certain it would work. You were able to reverse engineer its exact modes, methods, makings. It's actually quite simple. And the ingredients are things that you feel you could reasonably obtain at an apothecary in the market. The big thing though is you're going to need to find silver to powderize.
All right. All right. And after I do that, I just look up Callian. Check your hand.
Oh, yes, I meant to do that anyway. I look down.
All right, so Callian, when you look at your hand, the 5 points on your palm are now very, very dark, and black veins sort of leach out from them, spidering across your hand in different directions, almost as if they are searching for the other points to form that pentagram.
But they haven't formed it yet.
Right, but they are quite close.
It is
Don't
not
drink
time
it
to drink
early.
my laudanum yet, but we are getting close. I shall have to keep an eye on it.
From my brief studies of it, it should work. And in fact, I could make more if needed.
Malachi's gonna be so mad.
Well, also
I
that
was
he's
told by
also
him not to drink it until it has formed the star on my palm, or I will die. So
yes, yes. Don't do that. Obviously, I'm just saying that we can make more when we, if and when we need it. Also, Malachi doesn't matter anymore. He's on the list of people we were going to murder for being a traitor.
oh yes, very well. Well,
Yeah, as you guys are discussing that, Cade puts the book on the bar in front of him. And I'm actually just going to show the stream the 3 pages.
while you're
Once-
loading that up, I was brought a bag of Cool Ranch Doritos,
Nice.
which makes me very, very happy.
Nasty
Tiger
little
Doritos.
slut. Yeah, so there I put out the book, and I read names. Paladin Lucius Shadowspire, Paladin Leoc Bortusk, ex-Paladin Malachi, Paladin Felix Ironsoul. Chad, go ahead and check this out. If you want to see the crazy shit that they've done, go ahead and pause the video and read this. It's fucking amazing. Page 2.
Absurd.
He then reads off Paladin Eric Dawnblade, Paladin Colton Ironhand, Paladin Thane Stormrider, and Brother Alden Lightbringer. And as he says brother, he steals a look at Callian. Chat, go ahead and pause the screen, the video, whatever, on YouTube to check this stuff out. This is incredible. Pretty badass. And then page 3, Paladin Ilva Silvermist and He shakes his head. The Sovereign King's Steward, Lord Cedric Sternvale himself. And he kind of like balls his hand into a fist as he says that. And he passes the book around so everyone can see the list. Though he
And-
doesn't pass it over to Bellig.
And Cade, it has now dawned upon you, after sort of looking those pages over a bit more thoroughly, that that Orion, the warlock whose book that you had taken this from, based on his notes, you believe he has about 40,000 gold pieces stashed somewhere.
Oh, yeah. He's rich.
So,
Baby,
so
I got
there's
your money. Don't you
there's a
worry.
there is a minor hoard to be found.
Totes. Yas. Yas, Callion. Maybe I got your money.
I'm to die and give me your money.
When
And
you
exactly.
when Cade passes the book towards Quinlan, Quinlan will just kind of pass. I already know it all.
He
Thank you.
passes it towards Callion instead.
Colleen will look through it and then pass it on quickly to Alistair.
He
Yeah.
says, gentlemen.
And Callion, despite flipping through those pages, a lot of them you're kind of glossing over because you're still at a slight disbelief that Lightbringer's son has stooped to communion with such evils.
Yeah, but I also have resolved that I'm going to whoop his ass. So there's that. I have the chosen sword, baby.
Cade, he stands up and he starts to pace back and forth from here to here, and he says, gentlemen, we barely have any time left on the clock. He says, we barely have any time left on the hourglass. We need to make a decision, and we need to make a decision now. He points to Bellig. My brother-in-arms here has hours to live, or at least operate his body in the way that he's used to for a few hours. He gestures to the rest of the group. And I must say, this group is juggling so many issues that it's hard to really pinpoint what the next move should be. Let me get this straight. There's lizard men perpetuating a curse that will turn you to stone beneath our very feet in the sewers. We have the paladins and their order trying to usurp the throne and take over the city. We have a warlock that was helping dig up bodies so that demons could be inserted inside those deceased bodies instead of the messier and more difficult living bodies at their disposal in the city. Is there anything else I'm missing? And he kind of crosses his arms and looks at the group.
Did you mention the dragon?
He kind
No,
of
he forgot the dragon.
He throws his hands up and he's like, "I'm the fucking dragon."
How
Well,
could you forget?
Lycanthropy
What'd you say, sir?
and lycanthropy.
Oh yes.
And he
that's
throws
it.
his hands up again. And lycanthropy, yes. So, I know what we should do, and that is save our friend's life. And he points to Bellig. But there are other pressing matters, and he gestures to the book. There's traitors in our midst that are, at this very minute, probably trying to weaken the city's defenses and make us even more vulnerable than we already are.
Well, according to some of these, they also wish to usurp the kingdom themselves, which is a
Exactly. And that's
terrifying
why
thought.
I'm here in the first place. As a couple of you already know, I'm internal affairs for the Order. I came here to take down the steward of the king. Well, at least I was suspicious of him, as was other members of the Order, but now I know that he must be taken down. But that being said, there's so many things wrong. We almost can't go wrong with wherever we decide to stab our blade. That being said, I don't want to see Bellig die. And neither do I
How
want to
much-
see Leo Malphus die either.
How much do we trust Leo? And I don't break eye contact from you.
I trust Leo more than I trust my own family members. Leo Malphus is a living legend and is someone that we want to survive to fight by our side when the time is right and when the time is needed. Without him, the Order will feel the loss, trust me.
How do we feel about this, then?
Let me put it this way, Alistair, that if he is on our side when the time is right, whether what Cade says is true or not, it would be a massive boon to our cause.
Cade nods.
Right. Well, how about this, then? Obviously, the cure or the location of the cure will be located below us. These traders should not be able to act freely. Why don't we go give this information to Leo, inform him that we are going into the sewers to deal with this problem, the dragon, and have Leo do what he will with this information. If we trust him, we can heavily suggest, Cade, you might have more leeway than the rest of us, heavily suggest he dispatch some fulminators.
That's not the worst
Cade
idea I've heard
nods.
this morning.
Yeah, Cade nods and he says, if there's any despair, look, the people in this home, beyond a few heroes and stragglers elsewhere in the city, and agents of the Order, that's really all that there is left. The situation is so dire, it's hard to stress. You are right. Let us go speak with Leo, show him this list, and then start trying to find a cure for him and Bellig. I'm not eager to go down to the sewers where Yorick died, but it might be, well, the best course of action. Then he says, before I go down there, look, I know I'm new to this group, and I haven't earned my trust with any of you, but, well, sometimes you just have to realize that the Order puts people together for a reason, and that you need to trust people by default if they're fighting the same Order as you. Now, I don't know any of you, but I have no choice but to put my trust and my life in your hands, whether you Order or not. And he steals a quick glance at Quinlan. He says, we're going down somewhere where, going into a situation where we need each other's backs. We need to be watching out for one another no matter what. We go in together, we leave together. Is that understood?
As long as it makes sense. Last time York was, how do I put this? Unsavable. If you can't be saved, I will not sit around and watch you die like I did York. And that
Cade,
goes for each of you.
Yeah, Cade says, well, obviously I'm not asking you to die next to me if there's nothing that can be done. But
Alistair nods.
Let's just be intelligent about this and cleanse these sewers as much as we can, at least to get our hands in some semblance of a cure to help Bellig and at least Leo Malphus for now, before some greater stride can be taken. But that being said, we need to move out while Bellig is still in fighting condition. And Bellig, for fuck's sake, keep your distance when we're down there.
I had to touch you last time to save you. I'm not doing the same.
He like spits on his finger and like wipes his shirt. He's like, ugh.
Very well.
To the sewers and Leo Malphus.
Cade like cracks his neck and he's like, yeah, Malphus first. And he grabs the book and he starts walking out with you guys.
I always go Malphus first, bro.
Mouth first, then ass. Mouth, ass.
I say quietly, I really hope we get to kill a dragon.
You ass to mouth?
I want mouth first, then ass. Mouth, ass. Okay. Anyway. Yeah.
I'm gonna...
With a guy named Leo, actually.
Hold on. As people are walking out, I'm gonna...
Sorry.
I'm gonna hold Cade back, like obviously keeping some distance.
I'm not touch him.
While the other three like kind of walk out the door.
To be fair, it's not like Cade can like punch him or anything, because then he's got to touch Bellig. All right, so
it's true. And I
put a glove on.
And this is and
He's got a Kestis. He can punch him.
but
That's the,
I'm gonna tell Cade. I'm gonna be like, Cade, I need you to keep an eye out for me. It's like I've been thinking about who killed the giant back on the road. It's like we cannot have your speech about being on the same page and fighting as a team. All that nonsense is good and all, but we need to figure out who's directly disobeying orders.
Kate says, look, it's no secret that a Fulminator is the highest ranking individual here. And I said that I wasn't going to be a replacement, and I don't plan on being a replacement. But we must remember the order that we're in, and the chain of command, and everything that goes with it. Belig, while you have breath in your body, and your limbs still bend properly, you're in charge. We're going to save your life, and we will listen to your orders. We'll all know our place in that regard. And he looks at Quinlan when he says that. Now let's move out.
They're out the
Quinlan's
door.
out the door.
Oh, they're already out the door.
You're just mean mugging where he used to be.
No. I just strike that, reverse that. He says, don't worry. We'll make sure that we find a cure for you. We're not going to let you die. And I'll help you reinforce the orders that you put out.
Yeah, that's basically what I'm getting at. Is like,
Yeah.
if we say something and someone disobeys it again, I'm gonna like lose my shit.
Well, I mean, like, it's standard military shit. If someone disobeys you again, you just call them out. Yeah.
You fucking court-martialed their ass. and
Look,
make them
I mean,
stuff
and
toilets
we all
with a
know this,
toothbrush.
and we all know this is a team game. Like, I don't think anyone here is going to try to purposely fucking cause a PvP situation.
No. That's not. Yeah, that's not what I'm getting at. I'm not doing like metagame shit. No. I'm just saying.
For sure.
Beleg's gonna be like, Quinlan, scrub this toilet with a toothbrush.
All right, Alistair, it's time for you to go scrub my fucking diseased toilet.
Yeah, with your tongue. You're going to go clean the tub with your tongue. You're going to put a condom on your tongue and clean it.
No, that's all completely like in game. That's why I'm not saying like names and shit. Just like, hey, keep an eye out. Yeah, I don't know. That's what I'm saying. Like, let's just keep an eye out. What I do know is it wasn't Quinlan or Cade. That's all.
And with that, I think that we head out to hand the book over to Malthus.
We go to Malphas, yeah.
All right.
Malphas, my bad.
Quinlan's gonna
Mouth
while you
ass.
guys go to mouth ass. Quinlan's gonna go try to buy some scrolls.
Cool.
All right.
Yeah, I guess we say let's all meet up.
Token.
Let's meet up at the sewer entrance in 1 hour's time or something like that.
Okay.
I don't want
I
to
guess-
on this scene.
How about this? Instead of me, yeah, no, I have to drop tokens in. Sorry. Okay. I'm gonna drop you guys right in to talk to Leo. And while you guys are talking to Leo, Quinlan will be at the market.
Some of my last chat was for you, by the way.
Your last chat was for me?
Yeah, in stream.
Oh.
All right.
Mouth ass.
You guys arrive at and enter the
This line
Thunderwatch
scares me,
Center,
bro.
one of the last places that...
Hold on, whoa.
of the,
Bella, get your ass in this corner over here.
Yeah, get the fuck out
The
of here.
fuck
Don't
are you
even
doing,
Let him
dude?
in a room.
Get
Don't
the
even
fuck-
let
You're
him in
waiting
a room.
outside,
What the
bro.
fuck
You
are
have
you
to be
doing,
like,
dude?
you have to be like a family. You have to be
You're
like a
already-
family dog in the '90s. You have to wait outside. Like
You're
that's
already
just how
entering
it
a room
goes.
with some dude that has the disease, so
Yeah. That's
yeah.
Yeah, you guys can
Alright.
just like
The big
hang out.
dude.
You guys both have AIDS. You guys can just fuck each other.
When you
Imagine.
enter...
don't shame
When
me
you-
for my kink, bro.
Leo's a big guy. Anyway, when you guys enter, you notice that more of this petrification has spread pretty much from the waist down. Leo is statuesque, and it has
Rock hard,
extended.
if you will. Okay.
Yeah, he's got a stone cock, bro.
It has
Sorry.
extended past just affecting his flesh, but has also started to crust over and cause
yuckers.
stalagmites to form over his armor and clothing.
Jesus, that's crazy.
Does he have a stone lion? Because that would be pretty badass.
The more his condition deteriorates, the more emaciated and unconscious his dire lion appears. It's pretty much passed out.
Damn.
You
So what you're saying
enter.
is now's the time to strike to get all that good XP for killing
Kill
him.
him.
Correct. Yeah. Al's right. Kill Leo
No, that's
Malthus
true,
and
yeah.
become a Sith Lord.
Yeah, well, dude, I'm just saying, in a
CR-15
world where
paladin.
XP gives me power.
I am the Order. And then you kill
Imagine
him.
the soul I'd obtain.
Oh yeah.
You'll get
Good
your
point.
dragon soul, don't you worry. Yeah, so Callian says, Commander
What did I
Malthus,
say?
I hope I find you well, sir.
I think you mean Cade.
Oh my god, I did it again. Cade says, Commander Malthus, I hope we find you well, sir. Well, we still have time, but we're going back into the sewers. Seems Bellig here also has the petrification curse. We're going to do our best to go down and try to retrieve some semblance of a cure, and then retreat and come back, and we'll help the two of you. Bellig will go down with us, as he's still in fighting order, but I wanted you to see this. And he hands him, or he holds the book out. He doesn't hand it to him. He doesn't want him to touch it. And he starts reading out the pages. All the shit that each individual did and all the names. And he says, sir, while you're still able to utter orders, it might be best to send in the remaining fulminators and able fighting men to either A, apprehend some of these individuals, or outright murder them while we still can. And then I want to, if you wouldn't mind, sir, I want to use my... Oh, never mind. Not yet. And then Cade looks to the rest of the group and he says, I know we've been staying at Commander Malthus's home, but do we know if it's safe there? Is it compromised in any way? And if so, I can use some of my faction agents to help us secure a new hideout. But tell it true. When he looks at the group.
Leo sort of looks around. He says, with the composition of your group, I feel as if the estate is safe. It does have safeguards in place as well. If anyone were to break in, well, they would unfortunately have a meeting with my butler, who I've asked to remain upstairs due to the alarming appearance of his nature. Look, let's not dwell on those who have been afflicted. He sort of looks over at you and he says, trust that my estate is more than just living quarters, but indeed a stronghold. Again, though, I do request that nobody tries to go upstairs, as the seal on the door that prevents it, that keeps my butler upstairs, is quite powerful, and if you do attempt to reverse it, it could mean that you meet with the hands of Vathorn himself.
Cade just cocks an eyebrow and says, of course, sir.
Alien just says, good enough for me.
He says, that being said, I'm not surprised these damn silver flame paladins are so corrupt. You lads have done great work, but again, we're gonna need more than written evidence. Though, based on your intel, I do think pursuing the sewers is a good move. I had actually sent 2 fulminators in the sewer after your intel about Yorick, and unfortunately they have not returned. I fear that whatever they've found is much worse than whatever caused the demise of Yorick. And I want you lads to know that if you do pursue what killed those fulminators, if you have the opportunity to turn tail and leave, all I'm saying is don't throw yourselves into a fire. You're not kindling. He looks at Callian and he says, I understand that you have close ties to not only the church, but Ignatius. My condolences to hear about the unfortunate allegiances his son has made ties with, but rest assured he is of the noble races. He is
Yes.
capable of paying penance. I think it would be best, not only for the image of the church, but even for your own sanity, to try and do everything in your power to convince him he was wrong, to return him to the side of good, for him to serve his sentences. I'm sure whatever evil he's learned aligning himself with these cultists could be useful if he is able to be returned to Elvardi's light. And I'm sure his father would be able to help convince him. They are quite close.
You may be correct, but there are some who are beyond redemption, some who dwell in darkness too deep. And if he proves to be that, then he shall join the other traitors that have been put to the sword. But I hope for his redemption. I truly do.
He looks at Bellig, and he says, well, at the rate that this is spread, for me, it's not going to do me any more favors. I think you should take this. And, Bellig, he hands you a small pouch of ground herbs. And he says, now, it's nothing as great as the Gorgon's grass. But, this is a cockatrice bane. And while the cockatrice does have, as we understand, the weakest form of petrification, almost superficial, more affecting the mind than anything else, it does seem to stifle the effects, or at least help stave them off in the early stages. You best be making it into a tea. There's enough here for about 6 doses. It should last you 2 days. It will hopefully prolong the effects for you as well as it has for me. But as you can see, it only worked for so long. He kind of gestures down to the fact that his entire lower body is encased in stone and almost grown into the ground, as I said before, sort of stalagmited.
I'll kind of nod back at Malphus and it's like, sir, are you sure? And then I'll kind of thank him, and I'm gonna walk out and start making that tea immediately. 'Cause I'm panicky. I don't want to be a statue.
Makes sense
Not
to
wanting
me.
to be a statue seems pretty reasonable.
Just walk out the door and we'll say I go make the tea.
Make sure you brush up against the orderly guy by the desk.
Yeah, sure.
Sneeze on him. Pretend to cover your mouth. Sneeze in his face.
Yeah,
As I
as
walk
you
out, there's the guards here. I put my hand on their shoulder. Hey, how's it going, buddy? And then just walk up.
Hey, these are Ordo Knights. They aren't paladins.
That's true. No, I'll call what Bellic actually does. Like he cautiously walks out, trying to avoid spreading anything, and then off to make the tea.
All right. Cade, before you leave,
Yeah.
Leo asks you basically to rummage in a crate back here.
Okay, he does.
And when you do, there is a potion. It is a very small vial. Within it seems to be, probably 5 milliliters. It's extremely potent. And he says, should there be a circumstance where you feel you are facing certain death, chug that vial.
What he said it was a what now?
He said, if you feel you're to face circumstances of certain death,
Yeah.
chug that vial.
Okay.
Actually, Alistair, there's a chance that you would know what's in that vial.
I was gonna ask because I have proficiency with alchemy, like alchemist supplies. If I could like look at it. No.
All right, you're not
Fuck.
quite sure the specifics, but you think that it is blood of some kind, despite its electric blue quality.
All right,
It's
so I'll drink
intriguing.
the vial of blue blood if I think I'm gonna die, no matter what.
Right.
As we walk off, Kate, can I investigate that vial?
Yeah, he shows it to you.
If I could get like a closer look at it, like if that changes the circumstances of a roll at some point. But I know I just rolled, so.
Right. It's not like you're stressed for time. I can totally let you,
Yeah, I figured I'd do it like on our way.
yeah, sort of as you continue. When your group exits, did you want to try and meet up with Quinn back at the market?
Yeah, that's where the entrance is.
Right. Let me get one more of that from you.
What the fucking? I'll be right back. This game sucks.
You're the worst.
Yeah, certain it's blood. Besides that, still not quite sure. Also, as you guys arrive in the market, see Quinlan has been doing some shopping. To which, Quinn, you said you were looking for scrolls. Is that correct?
Yep,
Sorry,
spell
did you
scrolls.
add anything to my sheet that I should know of, or?
I can see it on my end.
Oh, cloak of protect. No, where is it?
No, no.
It would be under consumables. It's a flask, right?
I
Yeah,
don't
it's a
see it.
small flask.
I don't see it on
Yeah, I
my
don't
sheet.
see it either. I don't see it on his.
Okay, let me see why. Okay, that was weird. Can you see it now?
Good to go now.
Okay. It had like ownership.
Interesting.
I'm not sure why, because whenever I've made other items, maybe it's because I made it in an NPC and then dragged it to my thing. Anyway, you can see it now. That's what's important.
Yes, sir. Good to go.
All right, and Quinlan, what kind of you were looking for spell scrolls?
Fireball, tiny hut, move curse.
Oh yeah.
Fuck yeah, 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 yeah.
Maybe sending.
Sending, nice.
Also, a lesser known version of Mage Hand called Mage Cock, but
Excuse me?
we don't talk about that one.
Mage cocks. What?
Huh?
Just use your imagination.
I don't wanna.
I'm sure there's something on fucking, DeviantArt about that. But anyway.
All right. You were looking for scrolls.
There.
All right. One of the tables in the market, you're able to find this gentleman
Which one?
who has sort of taken over alarmingly quick what used to be Orion's booth. And he has a variety of spell scrolls of different levels.
Wait, which guy? Sorry, down here.
No, there's
Renowned.
Oh,
right
I
in front
see.
of me.
Oh, I
Yeah,
see.
it's Quinlan shopping.
Renowned the Renowned.
Look at this crazy looking motherfucker.
Uh,
When you walk up, he says, my spell scrolls are of expertise, and they are not in the traditional manner. He says, because they are non-traditional, the price is a bit more. Would you like me to explain how they work?
yes. Are all of you here right now?
Yeah, I think we all walked
They
together.
kind of roll up as you're shopping, yeah. Quinlan,
Yes.
I don't have a way to explain this in game, so I'm going to explain it in meta. Renowned the Renowned doesn't sell, per se, a scroll of Fireball. What he does instead sell is like spell scroll first level, spell scroll second level, and from those scrolls you can just pick a spell at that level. But because of this, they are a little more expensive.
That's
And
huge.
he does not have the traditional kind of spell scroll.
That's sick,
You know,
though.
he doesn't have the specific ones, quote unquote.
Youngers are affordable.
Well, how much are third level spell scrolls?
Third level spell scrolls are 150 gold pieces a piece. Though he does do a deal. If you buy 3 instead of 450 gold pieces, he charges 300 gold pieces.
All right, buy 3.
Yeah, dude, buy in bulk. We've all been to Costco. We ain't afraid.
Do you have components as well?
Oh yeah, he has almost every and any component under the sun that you could think of.
I buy. Let's see. I just spent 300.
Yes.
Let me just see what I need for. What I think is my most expensive spell. Oh, okay, that's actually not that bad. I will drop 500 gold on a mixture of components that I need for my spells.
Whoa.
Okay. A full mess. Sounds good to me.
I will then buy. I got enough ink. I have an ounce bottle. Yeah. Okay. All right. Do you have somewhere? Can I go inside this building and sit down and record these scrolls?
Oh, definitely. He welcomes it. He also has scribes in the building that offer their services to pen specific scrolls.
I don't. Yeah, I choose the spells and I will add them to my inventory, to my
Okay.
spell book. Um, and I'm gonna kind of is this was all once what's his face is Orion's place.
Yep. Yep.
So I'm just gonna kind of take a look around to see if there's like anything out of place while I do this.
All right. As you are scribing your scrolls, assigning them spells, and sort of giving a general look around, there doesn't seem to be anything odd with the walls or the ceiling as far as you can tell.
All right.
Cool. Boys ready to fuck some lizards up?
I'm ready
Dragon.
to fuck.
You could have
Some
stopped.
lizard.
You could have stopped it up.
Well, all right. Fair enough.
All right.
Kill a dragon.
So one of the
Dragon.
more immediate entrances to the sewers, or the ones you had used last time,
Aye.
was right up here,
Aye.
where the kobold was selling potions,
Indeed.
which the paladins of Silver Flame have cleared them out. As you'll notice, their cart and whatnot is gone. And Cade, when you do come up here to approach the hatch to the sewer, you notice that these Silver Flame guards who have been stationed here to watch over where lizard men have supposedly been entering and exiting are all sleeping.
Oh boy. How many of them are sleeping here? I can't see anything right now because it's so dark on the screen for me with lighting.
Oh,
I can only see one guy.
I think it would be reasonable that you would be, whoa, there we go. First off, let's give you a basic vision range. You should have that. There we go. Can you see now?
Yes. Is the rest of the group with me?
Yes.
All
I'll be with
right.
you at least.
Yep. Sort of walking up behind you to approach the sewer entrance.
Cade claps his hands together almost thunderously. And I wake up all three of these men. And I say, "Gentlemen, I'm so sorry to wake you while you're on guard duty, but you have been put on a special task. Congratulations. You're going down on the sewers with us. Let's move."
Oh shit. Give me.
We have more soldiers now, boys.
I will not pat them on the backs until we're leaving the
Give
sewers.
me a little perception. Okay, yeah, you 100% know they were asleep on duty, and that this isn't something that the Silver Flame Paladins should be messing around with, as there are plenty non-corrupt paladins that would be willing to punish these guys.
Oh, if every paladin in the order was corrupt, there would be no campaign. Yeah, I mean,
Right.
it would have
You
been
know,
over.
there's more good than not. And
I would hope
also
so.
let me get an intimidation from you for that.
I mean, let's be real here. They just got awakened on guard duty, so maybe
Oh
they're
yeah,
at
no,
disadvantage.
you you roll this with advantage, but you're good. This is not like against your face. Wow.
Yeah, these guys fucked up big time.
Oh yeah, they're like terrified. They see your fulminator dress, like they're going into the sewer with you guys.
Sleeping on guard duty. Well, you help keep this group alive down there, and I won't say a word. Consider this your only warning. And he looks at all of them sternly.
All right. Give me 1 second, because now I got to drop some NPCs in this map before I activate it.
Yeah, sorry about that.
Oh, no worries. Don't apologize to me. I like that kind of thing.
Here's a random question. Like, do these like guards have like anything on their clothing that identifies not as paladins, but like them as individuals? Like how think of like how a cop would have like a name on their uniform.
Oh no, very nameless rank and file, very low
Okay.
rank. All right. As you guys enter the depths of the sewers, I'm bypassing the two entrance areas as there was nothing very suspicious about either of them. Nothing strange,
As we're
nothing
walking
out of
through,
the ordinary.
yeah, as we're walking through, I'm just. Are we trying to be stealthy or do we not care?
We should be
Are you
stealthy.
saying that as Quinn?
Yes.
We should probably be stealthy. We didn't try last time. Also, careful on the left and right. There were doors with lizardmen in them.
Wait, should I be alone here, like in this sewer? Like, what's going on?
You're not alone.
You have us all behind you.
I can't see shit.
Yeah, it's because
here-
you're human, bro.
Wait. Don't move, Kate.
Not
Give
even
me 1
that.
second.
I mean, just also like even like dim light
Oh, it's
radius.
just completely black.
Not that. It's just
Yeah,
I can
you-
see stuff I shouldn't see, but I can't see stuff that I should see.
Got it.
If that makes sense.
Okay, do you have a weapon that you can sheath and then bring out?
He says I use no weapons. But I suppose I can use this. And he takes out the club off his back. I don't typically wield a weapon. Just my
No,
hands, but maybe you could do something with this.
No. Unfortunately, it has something that has to be sheathed so that we can dim the light. I will. I'll just do it on the stagger that I have,
Cade nods.
and I will cast continual light on
Ooh.
a dagger. I mean, continual flame. Sorry.
All right. So, Quinn, you have the dagger out with continual flame.
Yeah, and then I sheath it.
Right. Get that light off of Cade. Okay. There we go. Quinlan has a light source for you guys. These guards are pulling out their lanterns.
Cade sticks close to Quinlan so he can see. As he squints through the darkness.
I'm gonna tie the dagger to this my quarterstaff, like make it kind of like a spear. I'm not gonna use it, but like, so I have a light that's like held aloft.
Gotcha.
You're Gandalfing. We got it.
Yeah. I'm Quinlaning. All right, Gandalf doesn't exist in this world.
He exists in every world. How dare you?
All right.
Quinlan
Guards
sees precisely what he
have their
means to.
lanterns out.
Quinlan is never early, or is he late?
I love how
Alright.
Cohen the Merciless in chat said, I'm surprised no one in the party plays a Twilight Cleric to give everyone 300 feet dark vision. Oh, we tried to convince Crazed. Oh, we tried.
Wait till you see my cleric in his final form, and you will forget that phrase you just uttered. That's fine.
All right.
There you go.
Between the
Don't worry.
guards and between Quinlan, you guys have some decent light between you now. All right, and then
I am gonna send Archie ahead to scout.
okay, the first thing Archie is going to see, Quinlan, to you, is going to be quite alarming. That red lizard folk warrior that upon your last siege of the sewers, well, when you had seen him that first time, he was wielding a spear of the north, presumably from some sort of adventurer that he had killed. Now, he is wearing components of Yorick's old armor and wielding his old lightning longsword.
Mm. Wow.
Yeah, that's fucked up.
Damn.
Yeah, I think you hear Quinlan make a sound. And
Like a gasp?
He's just, yeah, and he's just like kind of holding on to Callion because he's
Shit.
blind right now. 'Cause he's
Can we
looking
check these rooms on the left and right? Like last time we literally got surrounded because we didn't do anything about
Yeah,
them.
go
through.
ahead,
Yeah,
open
we
the door.
can.
All right.
I like it
you-
when the DM says, "Yeah, go ahead." I'm
Well,
scared.
When-
last time we didn't check.
So,
Fair.
so
Last time we
Bellic
did
had-
check and then
Yeah,
immediately
we checked
closed
and then
it.
kept moving. My bad.
Mhm.
So,
We're like, "Yep,
last-
nope."
We were like, fuck
Last
that, and kept
time-
moving.
Last time Bellig opened this door, there were alligators in this room, and instead of that, now there are only remnants of bone, rotten meat scraps, and alligator shit piles.
I'm gonna. I want the guards on
Alligator
the.
shit piles. Wow.
I want the guards on the other side to check that room as well.
Meat's on the menu, boys.
Check up here.
You see
Yeah.
one of Yorick's beard hairs in the poop.
My question is, before the guards move up anymore, is there anything other than this creepy dude?
No, I don't see.
Uh,
No,
as far as you can see,
yeah. So nothing to perceive.
let's ask
no-
Archie for a perception, because it's totally possible that he sees more than what meets the eye.
Ooh.
Transformers.
All right, so he does see two more lizard folk warrior off to the right, but besides that, it appears to be just these three. At the sight of Archie, they move forward a bit. They're a little defensive. This guard, on the orders of Alistair, goes to turn the handle that leads into this room. He looks back and he says, "It's locked, Chief."
I whisper.
What about the other door next to it? Are they both locked?
Moves down to check, and indeed it is likewise locked.
Anyone here good at picking locks?
I could do it actually. Got good sleight of hand. I could try unlocking it.
Do you have tools to do it, though?
I do.
Well, there you go.
Yeah,
will-
Bellig does, in fact, have tools to try.
When I move up so Belly doesn't come anywhere near me, I sheathe my dagger real quick.
God damn it, Quinlan. I'll start with this southern door.
I'm gonna move this guard, and then you, because it gets weird for me when there's the two of you on top of each other. Okay, now I'm going to ask you for a sleight of hand check. Ooh, actually, wait, give me like 2 seconds. Sorry, I'm supposed to be able to, like, ask you for a check with your thieves' tools, but I'm trying to see how. Okay, well, just add your proficiency with manual math.
I mean, I could just click this.
Oh, okay, cool. Bellig, you unlock this door.
I'm going to back up and then have that guard check it.
Right. The guard sort of nudges the door open slowly, just a peek. And when he sees what's inside, he slams it closed. Sorry, give me 1 second. I have to ask the guard for a saving throw.
Saving throw, me lord.
Okay. He got frightened and almost fell backwards into the water, but didn't.
Oof.
He turns around and he says, "Sir, there were cages with mall stalkers."
Would I know what a mall stalker is?
You of all people would, because of the region you hail from. That's the D&D speak for big floppy velociraptors.
Oh, I know what that is.
Can you do we have like a picture of that just so I can? And then obviously I would explain. I would like take a step back here and I would explain to Cade. So obviously speaking in a low voice because I don't know if the lizardman north of us sees us yet. but I explain, like, in a low voice, explain to Cade what the guard saw, and then have him pass it down the line.
Alistair knows what that is, right?
Yes.
Last
I
time.
know I know the art that I threw in the Discord's a little generic, but I'm not kidding when that's what it is.
Oh, new
Um,
look.
Let her go.
Oh my.
All right, since
That-
those are in cages, we're just gonna leave that alone for now.
This is what's in
No.
cages, chap.
Let's not leave that alone. Last time we left rooms full of stuff, they came out and murdered us.
They're in cages right now,
Okay.
so I mean,
So they're easy kills then.
maybe, yeah.
Or we go further and something lets them out and we die. Like last time.
I'm gonna check this next door. Have the guard check it.
What do you mean?
This north door.
Same
Or is it
room.
same room? Okay, okay. I thought
Double
it was
door,
different.
same room.
Okay. I mean, I'll just come back and say, like, we can either deal with the lizard men to the north, or we can go in this room and stab all the what are they called again? Mall stalkers.
There's a good
Right.
Now,
chance
mall
that they're
stalkers are
wondering that we're here.
16-year-old degenerates. That's a different thing.
Can we
Oh yeah, then
please...
we're definitely
So the lizard folk with the lightning longsword sort
I
of
had to step away
scrapes
for
it
like
back
a
and
second.
forth.
What I miss? Sorry.
We're deciding if we want to kill the things in the room or leave them.
Got it.
And while you're making deliberation, that lizard man with Yorick's old gear steps forward and starts to scrape the blade against the ground, setting off little sparks.
I think we
I
need to
don't-
do with this.
I don't think any of you speak the equivalent of lizard folk common, do you?
I'm trying to learn, but everything's
sir.
just, you know.
Ooh.
I don't think
You
so.
know,
Let
Yeah,
me
no.
know if I've learned enough yet, just from them yelling at us.
all I know is Slan and Stone God. That's it.
All right, Quinlan, out of the gnashes, gnawls, spits, and vipers that he yells out towards your group, the only words you recognize are delicious coward.
We're killing the lizard men right now.
Can we please not leave things alone in rooms?
Either move forward or go kill those things on your own.
Okay, we get ambushed like last
I
time.
agree with Quinlan.
Cade tells Bellig to cross the bridge, and then he starts moving forward.
Swear to God, if we get ambushed again.
There we go.
I mean, not
I'm
like
gonna move forward at an equal pace with Kate, basically.
Yeah, I go to fuck him up.
I'm gonna stay way back, actually. You guys have fun.
Cade and Bellig, can each of you roll me a d6?
It's R/1d6.
Mm-hmm.
I thought
Slash
it was
R.
slash R 1d6.
Or just D6. You know, it's put a 1 if it's just 1.
Okay.
I need like a macro for those.
Okay.
Thanks,
Bellig,
Machiavelli. Appreciate it.
Bellig, can you roll me a dexterity saving throw with disadvantage?
Sure.
It's a big plot thing, yeah, Cohen.
It didn't roll with disadvantage for some reason.
All right, as you two approach at equal pace, a lizard man brute leaps up out of the water and tries to grab at Bellig. And despite his petrified, clubbed foot, he was still able to evade the grasp. If I could get initiative from everyone.
Fine.
Here we go, boys. Sewers round 2.
Sewers round 2.
Let's do it.
This time,
Oh my
as
God,
Bellic
that's
enters. This time, when I enter the sewers, the disembodied voice of that barbarian is stronger.
Can I get a roll for Archie?
If you're exhausted,
Oh,
run
sorry, I
away.
forgot to activate him. Where? Oh,
He was
where's
over-
Archie?
He was over here somewhere, but I
He
can't.
got deleted.
Yeah, he was on my screen. Let me throw him back out.
He got yeeted.
What a term. He got
Archie
yeeted.
was like here, right?
Yeah, he was at the corner.
What happened to him? He
Hey,
got
that's
yeeted.
Was Bellig on him? No.
Thou
No,
ought
I
to
think
yeet.
he was where
Oh,
the.
yeeted.
No, he was. I moved him in more, like to the right more, but
Oh,
he's
I'll move
fine.
you in
He'll
more.
just be in the air.
Oh,
It's all
here
good.
you go. I see him.
Alright.
There we go. Here, throw him in. Sorry, it's gonna ask a roll again.
Owl rolls for initiative.
Okay,
Yeah,
and
he's been super helpful.
Hell yeah.
and as combat started with a lunging grasp towards Bellig, ironically enough, he's at the top of the round. Bellig before you is a lizard man brute. Could seemingly be the one that devoured your team's captain the last time you were down here. How would you like to act?
I want to move up, but it's not letting me for some reason. There we go. I'm actually gonna go in on the brute, and that'll be. Yeah, I'm gonna go in on this brute.
Okay.
I'm going.
Disease fist.
I use the fist of.
And you are
nasty
in range,
water.
by the way. He is large.
All right. Yep. I will go ahead and hit him with the lightning longsword. I don't know if that hits or not.
The 13 does not hit.
Take another action. Yikes.
Likewise, the 12 does not hit.
And I'll just bonus action. Unarmed strike.
Okay. That definitely hit.
And then I need to make sure I can still use the stunning strike. Let's see. Where is that on this? Yeah, I'm gonna spend the key point. DC 15 con save. I'll go ahead and.
All right. Ooh, shy 1. He is stunned until the end of your next turn.
Let's beat this shit up.
Hell yeah.
I like to believe my clubbed petrified foot is what stunned him.
you
Kick
kicked
it.
him with the stone foot.
I like it. I like that.
All right.
Strong.
That would bring us to the lizard man brute, but he's stunned. So now it is Quinlan's turn.
Hell yeah. Hell yeah, dude.
Oh god.
So we're not fucking around anymore.
Hell yeah.
Save the good shit.
Callian.
I mean, you didn't.
No, but we should.
Right, learn from my mistakes.
I can
What the
get.
fuck?
I can get this back.
Let's
So,
learn from everyone's mistakes.
Oh yeah, you have arcane recovery. Never mind. Go ham.
Hell yeah. Oh shit.
Yeah, I thought so.
Oh shit. Love it. Love it.
Ooh.
Ho ho ho! Foundry's the best.
All right.
I just love that.
So first up, let's get. Oh, actually. Give me 1 second.
Granted. Gotta love D&D. Why
when
is
you're
this the best
stunned-
game ever?
When you're stunned, you automatically fail dexterity saves. So
Yes.
the lizard man failed the save.
Yuppers.
Nice.
God,
Or
I love
the
stunning
brute did. Okay, now for the warrior that had Yorick's gear. Oh, he failed spectacularly.
Fuck that guy, am I right?
Okay.
The sword of Yorick will once again.
Yeah.
Oh,
And
wow.
You might
literally
wanna
every
check-
single
Yeah.
every single lizard folk failed the saving throw.
I
Goddamn
said
right.
die.
Yeah.
These two, oh, if it'll let me ping. These two are viciously wounded by that fireball, by the way. Alright, Quinlan.
Yeah, I think Quinlan just so he says for Yorick, and he pulls out some bat guano and sulfur and slaps his hands together and points in the direction, and a little bead, a red bead, flies forward. An explosion.
Nice.
And as these lizard folk are accustomed to being in water, the scoring flames are an alien wound. Now, this lizard folk warrior with the lightning longsword runs across the sewer board to Bellig. And
My life.
Bellig, he lashes out at you with the lightning longsword. He makes 2 strikes.
Give me 1 second. Like,
Don't
when I
forget,
start-
there's no board here anymore. That bridge was knocked down by one of the big boys.
You
Unless
think
they were
lizard
baited.
men don't? Yeah, you think lizard men don't fix their own environment up? Come on.
All right, I'm just
Isn't
checking.
all that stuff on fire though?
Can you guys hear me? I had to
Yeah, we can hear you.
disconnected.
Aren't those planks and all that bed stuff on fire right now? Because fireball.
Yeah, they could be wet and you know.
I'm just saying, fireball says it ignites it.
Yeah.
Fire spreads around, ignites flammable objects in the area that aren't being worn or carried.
All on fire.
I'm having a problem. This is.
It's also magic fire. I assume regular water doesn't stop magic fire.
It's not
All right,
magic fire,
so
man.
all of the bedding, the chair, this sconce got blown out. Like definitely the things back here, all burnt down. I'm gonna say that the planks have been weakened by the fire. Also, yes, Crazed, it does show you as still connected to the game.
Yeah, I can only join as Eric, and I got booted out of Foundry. That's fucking crazy.
Can you kick somebody? Like, can you choose to kick Crazed and then you can try?
Hit Crazed,
Yeah,
I
kick
kicked
him
you.
from the game. Yeah, 100%.
Alright, try now.
Let me refresh. Nope, still can't. That's really annoying.
For shits and giggles, really quick, let me open an incognito page and see if I can log in as you. Okay, no. It says you're logged in.
I'm wondering if I need to reboot the fucking thing. That's really annoying.
Do you have to reboot Foundry real quick? Or
See, I can't even join as Eric now.
that's because I joined as Eric.
Okay. Yeah, let me do
So
this real quick.
so when I log in as Eric, it shows you as still logged in on the screen, but in my game I booted you. So there's some sort of deeper underlying issue.
Yeah, let me do this. Oh, that's really lame. Get booted and that's what happened. You guys are gonna get kicked.
Restarting due to technical difficulties.
All right, there we go. Join back up. Sorry about that. So I'm gonna just refresh and you should be able to join. Oh, sweet, and all the.
I just hit back and it put me back in the game.
Yeah, and it saved all the stuff that's been done so far. Cool.
Yeah, game's paused.
Yeah, and we're still in combat and everything. Okay.
That first attack, the 9 completely misses.
Yes, it does. But surely the second attack will be much mightier.
I hope not.
Is it supposed to say game paused?
Oh, I may need to unpause the
there
game.
you go.
I
That'll
didn't realize it paused it when I...
And that'll
Probably
miss
did.
as well.
Oh, right. It ran up and made 2 mighty swings, failed them both. Alright, and these... I'm gonna say these boards were definitely charred and weakened by the fireball. Okay. This Silver Flame Paladin, who has been conscripted by Cade, runs up just behind Quinlan. That's all he can do. Callian, it is your turn.
It is my turn.
All eyes turn to you in anticipation.
I
All
hate
eyes
this.
on
No,
me.
Too many choices.
He secretly likes it because he's a little slut.
I'm sorry. Uh-huh. Um. You know, like. What do here? And. I'm gonna Sacred Flame this brute.
Okay.
That one. Whoops. First one.
Okay. He cannot make dexterity saving throws.
Damn,
while
that's
he's
loud as
doing-
fuck. Holy
So
shit.
fucking loud.
Turn down your fucking effects in the game. That's what I did. That's beautiful.
Turn my headphones down. Big deal.
My god.
Yeah, just go to the double cogs game settings, down to the whatever, and then you find. I don't remember where audio is, but you can turn that shit down. Oh, it's on the playlists. It's the music note. You can turn down ambient and interface.
We're going to figure it out, Callian. Don't you worry.
Pretty sure
I
it's
just-
interface is the one because my other things are turned way down.
Yes. All right, so I do that to
Indeed.
him. I'm gonna get off the sketchy bridge because I still have 5 feet of movement, and then that's my turn.
Okay. Alright, Cade.
Alright.
This red lizard folk pulls back a javelin and throws it at you.
Okay.
And he fails spectacularly. It's now your turn.
Alright. 5, 10, 15, 20. I come here and I punch my right fist into my left palm. And I, with a loud whoosh of air, occupying, or as air leaves the space rather that my new size occupies, in a flash and a whoosh, I turn into a larger sized version of myself. I'm going to use Giant Smite as my bonus action.
Giant smite heard.
Yes, sir. Yes, sir. And then I'm going to grapple this man next to me. Actually, I'm going to punch him. Yeah, I'm just going to do an attack action on this guy. That's right here.
Okay. That 100% hits.
Okay. 17
And the lizard is
damage.
bloodied.
Second attack
But
does not hit.
S-
He gets moved
second
back
attack.
5 feet, by the way.
yes.
I punch him
second
so
attack,
hard he flies backwards.
Second attack was a botch, though, so I do ask for a save. Oh, okay, you rolled it on your own. That is fine with me. That is a success. You didn't break your arm. You didn't throw a brass knuckle or a kestis or anything. You're good.
All right.
By the way, that's my thing for casting.
Oh, your fireball. Yes, I forgot to ask you. That's my bad.
That is my turn.
All right, that brings us to Alistair.
I'm gonna attack the thing we have advantage and permacrits on.
Well, he's.
That's
Aw,
not with
damn it.
advantage. That wasn't with advantage.
This is what you get for rolling like a god last session.
It was a 21.
There we
There
go.
we go.
Okay. Nah, he was just
Wild
crit vision.
magic?
It was. Oh wait, that was the wild
my
magic.
thing.
Yeah, it
Finally, someone
was.
other than me. Finally,
Yeah.
someone
I'm
other than
legitimately so
Alistair
upset. What is it?
disintegrates himself.
All right, first thing I gotta do is I have to
Oh,
apply.
boy.
I have to apply this damage
Yeah.
because that one did hit. Okay.
You know, we never found out what my wild magic thing was last
Not yet.
time. Yeah.
Yeah.
I think it's
Because
still.
the condition hasn't occurred.
Yeah, exactly. It's got to be some sort of trigger against you, is my guess. Like next time you get hit by something, the wild magic is going to trigger, is my guess.
All right, Alistair, can you roll me 1d10,000, please?
Oh, God.
Dude, if you roll a 1, I'm freaking out. Okay, 510.
510. Another 500 series? Like I feel like we've done that many times out of 10,000.
No, I did 683 the first time, and then like the second time was
Hmm.
3,000 something.
So.
Oh, really?
so-
I thought we had been below 1,000 a couple times already.
Wait, no.
Yeah, I'm pretty sure that by the way, that those should have been crits because on that brew.
I don't. If it's stunned and not unconscious, so
What are you targeting, by the way?
the brute,
Nice.
the thing that's stunned.
Okay.
It's advantage, automatically fails strength and dex saving throws, and he's incapacitated.
Yeah.
Capacitation would be auto crit, wouldn't it?
No,
Oh.
incapacitated
Only
is
within
not the
5
same thing
feet.
as unconscious.
Oh, that's right. Okay.
Yeah. He can't speak
Automatic
or
fail
move.
strength,
Yeah,
Yeah.
I'm staring at it.
Okay. Alistair, I will let you know the condition of the wild magic if the trigger so arises.
That's
No.
lame.
Oh no.
What session is this? 11?
12.
12, I think? Alright, and is that the end of your turn?
Yes, sir.
Alright. This Silver Flame Paladin. He moves up. He opens this door. And he goes in. Alright. When that Silver Flame Paladin runs in that room, you hear the hooing and hawing of kobolds.
Of course we do.
Archie.
All right, Archie is going to give Bellig help action, and then fly back away, and that's his turn.
All right. This other Silver Flame guard is going to follow the Silver Flame Spear Paladin. He's going to enter the room, and he is making an attack on the kobold that is near the Maw Stalker cages. He jabs at him with his spear and deals 6 damage to the kobold, killing it.
Nice.
These guys weren't completely worthless.
Hell yeah.
Alright. That takes us to this darker toned lizard folk who's going to run up on Bellig. Bellig with his multi-attack. He runs up, initially tries to charge you with the spear,
Oof.
and he
Oh my
crits.
god.
Holy shit.
Is he in 30?
He's 20 feet away, but you cannot see him.
Actually, I can see him, and I'm going to use my reaction. And I activate, as I see this spear flying toward him, I activate my Cloud Rune.
Well, it wasn't a spear thrown. He charged at him.
Sure. That's
Just in
I
case that
didn't
makes
say
a
thrown.
difference in your decision.
I didn't say
I
thrown.
just wanted to make sure you knew that.
Once
in
per
case
short
that
rest,
affected what
when
you were
you or a
doing.
creature you can see within 30 feet of you is hit by an attack roll, you use your reaction to choose a different creature other than that attacker within 30 feet of you to become that target instead. So the lizard man next to him becomes the target, and the Cloud Rune actually causes a momentary lapse of fog, and as he charges forward, he lunges into his buddy instead of Bellig as he is confused by the fog with the same exact roll.
Can you click the Cloud Rune thingy so it comes up in the chat?
There you go. I don't know why it's...
Attack using the same roll? Yeah, no, I'm on it. You're good.
No, hold on.
Magic can
There's gotta
transfer
be
the
a better way
attacks.
to do
of
it.
Oh,
regardless of the
it's-
attack's range. Once you invoke the rune, you can't do this again until you finish a
Hold
long
on,
or
hold
short
on, hold on,
rest.
hold on,
Okay,
hold
that's
on.
all.
One second.
That's
It's long because he rolled it from D&D Beyond.
There you go.
Ah, okay. I mean, I found the part, but I appreciate that too. I'm sure chat does too.
Easier that way. There you go.
All right, so the confidence that he thought he had laid that critical attack into Bellig, it turns out that his judgment was clouded.
Indeed it was.
All right. Now, let's get the damage on the lizard folk with Bellig's shit. Okay, when that brutal critical hit his buddy, it bloodied him. And now I will roll the brutal critical 1d20.
Nice.
Oh, no fucking way.
Nice.
Insta-death.
Okay. He rammed his spear directly through his friend's skull out the back of
Fuck
his mouth,
yeah, baby.
severing his spine.
A reaction that kills an NPC. You just gotta love it.
Gotta love it.
You gotta
I can't
love
believe, I cannot
You
believe
got
he brutal crit 20 his own friend.
it. I fucking love it.
That's the first 20 I've seen.
That's
The
our
lizard
second
folk.
20 with the
No,
crit.
second.
No, it's the second one. Crazy got the first one in episode 2 or 3.
No,
Bard
York
does.
did. York did.
With
Oh,
the
was it
bar
yours?
guys.
Yeah, with
Yeah.
the shields.
Yep.
They have too.
Oh yeah, it was your.
Alright, the lizard folk warrior dead body slumps off of the planks and falls into the sewage water below.
Hell yeah.
Alright, one hell of a fucking...
That was
God damn,
awesome.
that cloud rune. That
That
was
was
crazy.
great.
I
Okay.
love Rune Knight, man. Just wait until
It's a
later.
cool
There,
class.
there is so many other cool things they get. It's stupid good.
All right. Bellic?
I'm gonna attack the brute, and I would have because I have advantage from Archie. I think that gives me the elven accuracy advantage as well. Yep. So, where is
Wait, what
the
did you just
thing?
ask?
No, I was checking my sheet. I get the elven accuracy stuff against this brute because Archie.
Any time you have advantage, Chris, it's triple advantage.
That's what I was reading.
You don't have
I'm
to. You
making
don't have
sure-
to read. Just know going forward. Anytime you have advantage, it's triple. Just know that. You don't have to look
no,
it
no, no,
up. You don't have
okay.
to verify it.
I would-
Forever from now
I-
on, you get it.
No, that's not always true.
That's
'Cause
not
I
true.
Keep it no, because remember, the petrification thing on me right now imposes disadvantage.
I'm saying anytime you have advantage, if you actually have advantage, it
Okay,
is
I'm
triple.
just
That's
I'm
all
rolling
I'm
the turn.
saying.
All right,
Okay.
guys, can we just roll?
I'm just
Yeah.
saying that we don't have to verify something every single session.
I was checking it for me.
Yeah, I agree. But we can
Okay,
talk
I'm just
about that
saying, just
later.
saying.
Yeah.
I'm not trying to be a dick.
That
I'm
hits.
just trying to help. That's all.
Oh, yeah.
All right. That hits, and the brute has taken the damage. You want to follow it up?
Yeah, I'm gonna crit fish for it. Hold on, because where's the?
Click the up button next to the attack number. Yeah. All right. That does not hit.
Well, I was saying that was like I was just crit fishing for that first attack since I technically have advantage, and I didn't roll an advantage.
if you mean to roll a crit, just know when the attack thing pops up in chat, if you meant to roll with advantage or disadvantage, you can just click the down arrow or the
Those
up
little
arrow next to the
arrows.
attack number.
Oh, yeah, I see it. Okay. Okay, I'm just gonna do the second attack now.
Okay.
Same thing. Yikes. But we'll roll it with the advantage. It should be.
Okay. The 15 does not hit,
There should be one
He
more
needs to
coming
roll
out.
one more time.
Yeah.
but you need yes. All right. 9 does not hit.
Yeesh.
First
No.
one hit.
It's the 19.
But
I don't know why the 19 didn't come. Yeah, crazed. Use the buttons when you mean to roll with advantage. It's tripping me up in the action economy.
Yeah, delete that 9. That doesn't exist.
I don't know why the 9 rolled. It's one of those at least hit, or 2 technically.
Two of them hit it. Yeah.
I'll spend the key point.
Okay.
We're gonna stunning strike it. That's my.
Con save. Well, I guess he doesn't get a con save, right? Because he's still stunned.
No, I still get con saves. I just don't get strength or dex saves.
Oh, I see.
And I'll go ahead and roll the bonus action unarmed strike as well.
Okay, he succeeded the con save.
Hell yeah.
Bummer.
No, that
Where
was the,
on the character sheet? Where is the button for crit on the new character sheet or advanced? I'm on the new character sheets we had to use. I'm looking for the button so I don't have to like click 3 times
What button are you looking for?
to roll with advantage.
You just shift click your thing. The
Yeah. That certainly hits. And crazed with that 6 damage you did from the unarmed strike, this lizard man brute is now bloodied.
All right. That will be my turn. That's all I can do.
All right.
Sure.
At the end of your turn, he is no longer.
As far as I know, I can't like stunning strike on every hit.
Okay, there we go. Sorry. Okay.
There we go. Beautiful.
He is no longer stunned. Bellic, you did get his attention though. just like before, he is going to multi-attack. He gets 3 attack, 1 with the bite, 2 with the claws. First, the bite.
Miss.
All right. You are nimble. Despite his large maw, he was not able to grab you, but he will lash at you with his razor-sharp claws. That is a critical hit.
Reroll it.
Yeah, thank you.
You
just-
can
yeah.
indeed see him. Yep. I just wanted to be 100% sure. Okay. Reroll it I shall.
Jeez.
Yeah.
Yeah, that is.
Well, it wasn't a crit.
I mean, no brutal critical.
Right.
So, pretty much what
I'll be right
happens,
back.
Bellig, is you see yourself dying as you did in your dream, as we all described Yorick, and Quinlan waves his hand and pulls a different you out, who still gets the shit smacked out of him.
You see yourself dying.
Yeah.
Hey, better a claw slash than a decapitation. Anyway, after Quinlan's successful save here, the last attack from the lizard man brute lashes out at you. And he hits,
Oof.
just narrowly. His claws dig in, but how deep? What, 9 damage?
9
Alright.
damage deep.
Bellig, you have been bloodied after that onslaught.
Jesus.
Quinlan.
All right. I cast Fireball.
Oh,
That hits. Actually, that hit the shit out of him. Wow.
god damn. That's really good for 2d10. Really max damage.
And I'm going to move here so I could now see Bellig. I will end my turn.
Okay. All right. The silver flame guard behind you. It's gonna run up just past Quinlan. He turns to that lizard man brute that is in deep combat with Bellig. He's gonna stab at the lizard man with his spear. And he unfortunately did not hit it. Galleon?
Galleon. Galleon.
Well,
Well.
we got Bellig over there. He's kind of hurt. But we got a dragon later.
I've got healing potions, and this dude behind me should be able to.
Yeah, I think I'm gonna stay on the sacred flame train.
Yeah, I'm more worried about that brute than anything.
Right. He failed his dex saving throw. A reoccurring
Takes
theme.
11 damage.
He's being boiled in that water, bro.
What?
All right.
That is my turn, yeah.
You good? Okay. Jade, the lizard folk that you punched back, moves forward. And he tries to bite you and poke you with his spear.
Okay.
Alright, his bite is successful. It does 6 damage.
Okay.
But his spear was not as keen as his bite. which leaves us to you.
I feel this guy nibble me, and I'm going to punch him.
And punch him you did.
And then with my bonus action, I'm going to grapple him.
Okay.
So that's a strength versus, or athletics versus athletics, I believe. And
So
I have,
actually, the smaller lizard men just fail those.
well, in that case, he's grappled. I pick him up with my left hand, and for my second attack, I use his body and smash into the big boy right here. I literally use him as a weapon to attack the bigger boy.
I like this. Okay.
I'm gonna literally crush his little body into this bigger body.
Don't you have like a... Is there like an improvised weapon button that you have to click for that attack?
I don't. You've been making me use my regular unarmed
I've just
strike
been having... Okay, that's what I thought. I just wanted to make sure
because
that
I technically have
didn't-
proficiency with improvised.
Yes, okay. Yeah, okay. Please continue to do that then. So go ahead and roll me the unarmed strike for the improvised
Obviously, the D4 doesn't count. So
Yeah.
get rid of 4. So his body would be 11, but then whatever his weight is and anything else that you're factoring in, consider that.
attack. All right. So when you collide the smaller lizard folk into the back of the brute, he is impaled and dies on the spikes of his hide.
Hell yeah. All right. And
I'm also going to move the dead body just for posterity.
And he takes damage too, right? The
He did.
brute.
He did, and I recorded it.
Cool. That's my turn.
Okay,
And I'm gonna take a piss. I'll be right back.
cool. Alistair.
I'm gonna attack the brute.
Okay. I have one question about your Eldritch Blast. Does it require any sort of verbal component? Don't worry, just asking.
Let me see. Yeah. Verbal somatic. Percent, don't worry.
I did not mean to click that.
Hey, I'm taking that. Got him.
You know what?
Got him.
That's my fault, so I'm gonna let you take it.
Got him. I would've
Yeah,
totally agreed
no,
with
you
that.
know, I'll admit it. That's my fault. I'll let you take it.
Here's the second one. Whoa. My D10 definitely hit that. And then I got a.
Can you roll
Oh, whoops.
brutal
that-
crit?
Accident. Yeah. Damn, I really rolled a 1 on that crit. That's fucking terrible.
No,
Alright.
also for my firebolt.
Oh, yeah, I gotta roll my.
Yeah,
magic.
and if now I could have you roll wild magic. Oh,
Oh,
What does that do? What does that
first time we've had a crit.
do? Does that do
Okay.
anything?
Your trigger
Um,
hits. You're
Alice-
dead.
Alistair?
Show me the table. I get to pick off it.
so Alistair, you completely blew the head. I mean, as much as the head isn't really connected to the neck, but the body, there's a cavity where that structure used to lie. Just completely, absolutely annihilated it.
Wait,
Also-
wait. The 20 was my magic table.
Yes.
Okay.
Okay, and now I need something from you. Give me 1 second. Sorry, I'm
It's okay. I'm just telling you.
asking in the game. Okay, so first I need you to do this. Your magic is charisma based, yes?
Sure is.
Okay. This may have something to do with your wild magic. Okay. So if you could roll that for me. Okay, you passed.
Wait, what's the charisma saving throw for?
I rolled a 20 on the wild magic table roll. Like 1 to 20.
Again?
No.
No,
That's
he-
the first time, that's the first time we've seen it.
Yeah,
Yeah.
we've been rolling ones. This is the first time anyone's
Yeah.
rolled a 20 on it.
Yeah.
Oh, I
And then
see.
he asked me for a charisma saving throw, which is spooky.
Yes.
I
and
thought
you
we had
passed the
rolled a
charisma
20 on the
saving
wild
throw.
magic saving. No,
No, never.
we
Nope.
never have ever.
I mean,
Nope.
no. The first time I rolled a 1, but I rolled really good on the table, so
Yeah,
it
and he
was
got like
beneficial.
disintegration or whatever.
Yeah.
Yeah, that was a wild fucking
Yeah.
roll.
But this is the first time we've seen a 20, and he asked me for a charisma saving throw.
Which
I
he
did.
passed.
And you passed it, so don't worry about it. You're golden, and
the
this lizard man
fuck?
brute is dead.
Nice.
He said, "Don't worry."
How
about
much
it."
damage did me hitting that brute with that body do, by the way?
22 damage.
Oh, shit. I love that. That makes me so happy. All right.
Because there's a little table that I use from there are all those like PDFs that people who worked on D&D put out. It's called like, I don't know, it was like something guidance from some guild or whatever. I don't know, they were all on 4chan, they were free, I downloaded them. And there's
Nice.
a table for like weight-based damage and hitting guys with guys, and so
That's
I've just
awesome.
been using that.
Love it.
Okay, Alistair. Was there a movement you wanted to make, or are you chilling?
Nope.
Okay, sounds great. That paladin of Silver Fire, who's in the room with those moss stalkers, none of you can really see what's going on, but you definitely hear the clash of that Silver Flame paladin with this little kobold. And you hear the eruption of fire.
Nice.
Rip.
Hell yeah.
What do you mean?
Oh, that wasn't great. The kobold made the saving throw.
Oh.
He took half damage. Oh, but it was enough to kill him. Okay, so those paladins that you guys enlisted, they actually ran into that room and killed off those kobolds before they could open the Mosstalker cages.
Holy
So
shit,
they
there really is raptors. What the fuck? Wow.
They proved to be pretty useful to you guys.
Now kill the raptors.
That's awesome.
All right, now it's Archie's turn. And at the start of Archie's turn, because of where you're located, Archie, if I could get a perception check from you.
Yep.
Okay.
Oh shit. Oh shit.
Archie uncovered a lizard man brute lurking under the waters.
Uh-oh.
As your team remembers, there was 2 when Yorick had met his demise. You've effectively put down one of them.
Nice.
So Archie's going to use flyby to swing by Bellig to give him advantage, and then fly upwards and back towards where he was. So he's high in the sky, or high, you know.
And Cade yells to the guard next to him over here to check the doors behind him.
And
Wait, sorry, what's going on? What'd you say?
This door, this guy,
You order him to open that? Okay.
to check behind the door. Yeah.
Okay, cool. When it gets to him, yes. Alright. Silver Flame Guard down here stabs into the cage to kill one of the Mosstalkers.
All right.
Can't really do anything since it's caged. That brings us to the darker lizard folk that is still engaged in combat with Bellig. Bellig, he is going to turn around to run away. Would you like to make an opportunity attack?
Oh yeah, I'd like to make it.
You have advantage.
Yep. I'll just, as he turns to run away, I'm just gonna hit him with the unarmed. There we go.
There you go.
Oh, you crit. Okay, can you roll a brutal critical for me?
Oh. I think that's a leg
12.
one, right?
Oh,
No, it's knocked unconscious.
yep,
Oh, nice.
knocked unconscious.
And I mean, my turn's next anyway, so I'm just gonna curb stomp him. With the petrified foot.
With the petrified foot, good god.
Yeah.
Okay. So normally your turn would be next, but this lizard man brute has been introduced into combat.
God damn it.
All right. It's gonna come up out of the water. There we go. A little harder to move the big boys with the ruler there. All right. Cade. Multi-attack. He makes 3 attacks. But more importantly, is this lizard man brute's feature, Stench. Any creature that starts its turn within 10 feet of the lizard man brute must succeed on a DC 14 Constitution saving throw.
I thought this guy was dead. Oh, the other one. Never mind. I'm an idiot. Sorry.
There's one to your right now.
Yeah, I was totally looking at this fuckhead right here.
It smelled so bad.
Missed
You gotta
the
make a
giant
Constitution
swirling fucking guy next to me. I'm like an idiot. Anyway, go ahead.
All right, multi-attack. He makes 3 attacks against you. 1 bite, 2 with claws.
Okay.
All right, that first bite is a success. He does 9 damage.
Okay.
Now his first claw attack. A critical hit.
Did you say critical hit?
What? Wait,
Yeah,
wait,
I got
whoa,
crit,
whoa,
yes.
Yeah.
wait, what?
I don't know.
What just happened?
It asked me to roll for an injury.
Oh,
So
I don't know what module is doing that. Ignore that.
Okay.
We do that in our own way.
I was gonna say, re-roll it.
Well, all right.
What? Reroll the crit? Okay.
Yeah.
I'm gonna give Cade that 40 health back then.
All right.
That's a big coronal shift.
Okay, so this will be his first claw attack redone. Cade, you saw a timeline where that lizard man brute slashed through your throat and ripped your head off. Luckily, it didn't happen.
Okay.
Yeah. It's first time experiencing that for Cade.
Nice.
Ooh, and
Nice.
he completely missed that time. Alright, and for his third and final of his multi-attacks. 1 success, but hey, 10 damage is a lot less than 40. And Cade, it is now your turn. Or no, it's Bellig's turn, sorry. I was looking at you and saying the wrong thing. Bellig, please go.
I'm just gonna finish off this dude in front of me.
Okay, he is unconscious. This is a auto crit.
Yeah, I'm just gonna curb stomp him with the petrified foot. I know it's an auto crit, but I don't know how to make it do that.
I just apply it as critical damage.
Okay.
He is dead.
Nice.
I'm gonna move up here. move this direction behind the. I have to do it like this, wouldn't I? Hold on. This is here. Let's be like. Alright, I'm going to hit this brute with the lightning longsword.
Okay. Do
That
this
should-
with advantage. You're flanking him. He's very engaged in combat with Cade. They're raging through time. Okay. The 25 will hit. I've applied damage.
Alright, and then I have one more attack.
Okay.
There you go.
That was a critical hit.
Yep, and I'm gonna apply stunning strike to that, by the way.
Okay. Before you do that, I'm going to ask you for 1d20 for the brutal critical hit table. Oh,
Yeesh.
19.
Was he like fucking stunned or like incapacitated? Was
I
19?
think for a
So,
month.
Yeah.
so 19 is internal injuries so severe, incapacitated for at least 1 month in order to recover.
Okay, Jesus.
So he is going to be considered unconscious.
Got him.
Nice.
Basically, I sliced his kidney open or something.
That
Punch him in
sounds.
the temp-
Hey,
punch
hey,
him in
you
the
were
temple.
yeah, you were behind him. It makes sense, you know. He got a good kidney shot right through those scales, slotted into his disgusting, squelching, sewer-ridden organs.
Yucky.
But that is the end of combat. You guys cleared the first encounter, and unlike last time, nobody died.
Was there anything behind these doors?
Yeah, we we cleared out
These doors?
and we immediately started looking around.
Are we in free movement now?
You should be.
Cade,
Uh,
shouts out, "Search everything we can, gentlemen, quickly."
Jeez, that scared the hell out of me, dude.
And
that-
Cade is
that's
gonna
good.
back up and take a seat on this cot. And while everyone's looking around for everything, I'm gonna call for a short rest. If
I'll
that's
short
fine.
rest against this wall back.
this unconscious lizard man is just bleeding to death.
Wika, you said I had 6 charges of that, like anti-petrification tea, right?
Yes, this is true.
Oh, I'm gonna assume I just took one on the way in here, so that'll leave me with 5.
And I get plus 18 health back.
Spend some hit die. Yes, I see in the chat now. Took a second to load on my end.
Wait, I'm not full health? I'll roll one. Wait, is this with 18 health back?
That did not take. That only gave you 2 of the 6s and not all 3, according to my notes.
All right, one more. So I'll be at 54 or 55.
Yes.
While everybody's taking their short rest, I'm gonna kill the lizard.
Good call.
Ooh, you do it with your special sword?
I sure do.
Yeah, Cade is resting and he watches you walk over to finish it off. And Cade says, "Yes, well done, Alistair. Finish it off while we can." Gives you a smile.
I want to collect.
Quinlan is watching intently.
I want to collect Yorick's lightning longsword and that spear.
That's
if possible.
interesting.
So we search all these rooms. We make sure everything in cages is dead. We have the paladins with us. We don't allow them to leave, obviously.
Give me 1 second.
Sure.
Okay, so when you stabbed into this lizard man, it wasn't quite enough to kill him. So there's sort of a rather gruesome scene going on where you're sort of just wrestling your sword inside of him. Can you make an attack roll with your sword for me? Just to put this disgusting, brutish creature out of its misery. Okay, that is now enough damage to actually kill it, beyond the superficial. And now I'm going to ask you for a con.
I shrink down to my regular size as well.
Ooh, okay.
My con saving throws have a +8.
+8 to con save?
That's charisma. Oh, you said con.
He's a warlock, yeah.
I read that as charisma, my bad.
Yeah.
I was like, what the fuck?
All right. Alistair. Before, where killing and absorbing a soul made you feel, a high almost, and healed you, instead this time, there is an alternate effect. All right. Backfired a bit there, and it did 7 damage to you.
You feel the sting of the sword.
And while you don't get that same high that you got before, it's still somewhat invigorating. Despite it being painful, it's almost intoxicating. And Quinlan, when you went to investigate this room earlier, the one to the left over here,
Yeah.
all you had seen was large collection of droppings, bones, and what looks like this very large hatch that leads directly into deep interpiped waters.
Is that hatch locked? Is the
From
hatch?
what you can tell visually,
Hmm.
it requires someone open it up top. It cannot be opened from underneath, if that's what you're asking.
Yeah. All right.
You feel as if they use that either to access the water themselves, or maybe they throw things in there to be fed upon, but it does make you uneasy.
I'm gonna leave that area.
Okay. The guards finish off killing the velociraptors in the cages down here, and they yell out to your group. The paladin, who obviously had rank over the two guards, yells, he says, Fulminator, Fulminator. There are Fulminator bodies in this damn prison.
Cade
When
comes
he
to
says that,
investigate.
one of his guards backs out in fear.
Wait, which room?
One with
Down
all
here.
the raptors.
Yeah, Cade will go check it out.
All right.
If I could fucking get in the goddamn room, holy shit. There we go. I can't see shit in here,
All
though.
right.
Totally great for me.
Right. You know what? I'm gonna give you a fucking torch.
I just give him my dagger.
That works even better. All right. Hands you the dagger. When you walk in here, you notice the bodies of those two fulminators that Leo Malfes had discussed sending into the sewers earlier. How that group of lizardmen was able to overpower two fulminators, you don't know, but you think there must be more powerful beings at play here.
Say that again? Too
You think
powerful
there
being
has to
what?
be you think that because you know you're a fulminator, you know other
Yeah.
fulminators are powerful. You think
Right.
there are more powerful beings at play here,
Oh,
more
then
than
them, I
just the
see.
lizard folk broke that,
Yeah,
something had to have ended them,
I'll do a thorough investigation of their bodies. Once again, I'm not able to move through the fucking stupid door. But you know what I'm trying to do.
All right. There we go. Right. Cade, if I could get an investigation from you.
Damn.
All right, so there are possibly some deeper details at here that you might have glanced over because of how horrific some of these wounds are. You notice that where a lot of these lizard folk tend to use spears and swords, crude but still effective, they primarily rely on slashing and biting. But
Okay.
the injuries of these two are a lot more surgical, a lot sharper than the weapons you see lizard folk typically dealing with, and their punctures are very obviously magical. They burn the flesh with that blue color in the way that mana tends to rend living beings.
Okay. I share that info as I'm looking at the bodies. And
Uh,
I gesture for Quinlan to come over to look as well.
Yeah, Alistair also looks.
Yeah, he gestures for you guys to come over. These are the two fulminators that Leo Malphus told us came down here. When we went to go see him, anyway. Ouch. That's unlucky.
Something.
Alright, Alistair, the intoxication of that burn from earlier seems to distract you from some of the matters at hand. Quinlan, you are able to recognize that the injuries on this woman here, this fulminator before you, align with that of the injuries caused by some of these demons that your group has had run-ins with of the past.
demons. Same bite marks.
Very well. Well, I suppose we'll be dealing with two threats down here then. Unexpected, but not surprised. And can I take anything that, like the equivalent to dog tags? Like anything that shows who they are?
Yeah, their fulminators have an imprinted coin that sort of has like their specialty. It's I don't mean to just be like a kind of like a state alchemist thing, like an FMA, but
Yeah.
akin to that, you know.
Yeah, I grab both of those coins and I shut their eyelids and I walk out.
All right. As you walk out, looking at the coin,
And I command the paladins and the guardsmen to come with me.
Question.
sure.
When they leave, is there any way for me to check if these guys' souls are still intact?
That is entirely possible.
I quit.
All right. Based on how they look, you assume they must be completely dead
Mhm.
and without the special glow
Cold
that makes a
too
body
long.
more than a vessel.
Cold too long. And then I'm going to check this whole room as well. Just to double check it.
Quinlan had went over that room earlier and
Okay.
saw that nasty hatch that leads to God knows what.
Yeah, Quinlan
Whatever
comes
these-
back out and he says, all right, gentlemen. 2 fulminators have perished down here along with Yorick. Let's continue on. And I call for these guys to come forward as well.
Before we leave, I want to search for Yorick's longsword and that spear.
It was already grabbed.
Oh, wasn't? Okay.
Almost positive someone said they grabbed
I mean,
it.
yeah, I said it earlier.
It
But I
slipped
don't-
into the shit river.
Yeah, they slid off into the shit
Okay.
river.
Oh, they left.
Do you want to
with it.
try it? Do you want to try and retrieve it? There, it's on the body of the lizard folk warrior. He fell in around like here.
I mean, I got a little bit of rope left.
Come on,
But-
come on. It's a standard issue sword. Let's just go. We don't have to waste our time with that. You don't want to.
Okay.
We don't want to. We don't want to.
Already-
No one else
All-
is getting grayscale.
We're
Okay,
already
fuck that.
petrified.
Yeah,
Fine.
exactly. You're not
Let's
gonna
not
bring one of
speed
us
it
down
up.
with you.
All right, that's a cool RP moment, Rin, but let's go. It's fine.
No, it's not about an RP moment. It's just like it's whatever, man. It's not.
No, there's something. It's fine. Let's just go.
If you have a real moment, we should do it then.
No. Let's just go.
Dive in.
I wasn't gonna die. Let's just seriously. Let's
We
just
didn't.
go.
We thought you were just trying to get a weapon
Dive in.
for
No,
for
it's
the inventory. We didn't know that you had a thing you wanted to do. You just gotta
no.
let us
It's
know.
fine. No. Let's just go. It's fine.
All right.
Onward.
We head onward. We continue in.
All right. You're free to walk.
I gesture to the paladin and the guards to take this side, and then Cade continues. God damn it! The whole wall thing is so stupid. This way.
Archie's gonna fly ahead.
All right.
Anything over here?
As far as Archie can see, looks like some stairs that lead up to more sewer corridors, but nothing out of the ordinary. He doesn't really see any movements, no threats.
Yeah, Quinlan will relay that.
We searched this whole room. It didn't see that there was doors here. Like I feel like we would have saw that
We didn't search
What?
this area.
These, you mean these doors here?
down here. So in this room down here. Sorry, the room of the prison room.
We never went in there.
Yeah, we did.
Just now? Oh,
We
these-
searched
Yeah,
this
we-
are
whole
these
room.
doors down here?
Yeah, that's doors. We wouldn't have.
Oh.
I mean, I feel like
So
let's retroact a bit and like.
if you can see these doors, then that means my walls aren't working.
Yeah, there's doors right here.
That's not
Not a
right.
door. Got
Oh, okay. Never mind.
Sorry.
So it's a secret door, is what you're
it. Yeah,
telling me.
we can just ignore it.
Yeah.
Forget that door exists.
Yeah,
Okay,
yeah.
fair enough.
Let me get a
Yeah,
perception roll real quick and I'll forget it. No.
Fair enough. Fair
Are we
enough.
supposed to see the doors up here to our north as well, or no?
Yeah.
Yeah, you're supposed to see these.
Yep.
Hey, those doors that are down here, pretend they're not there.
Copy that.
Alright.
They're not
Pretending?
supposed to be with how my walls are placed, but I guess it's not. I need to check the settings for those walls.
Yeah, Cade takes a peek here and says, "Well, we have doors here, and these doors here."
I'm just gonna check these doors right up here for locked to see if they're trapped and locked and all that fun jazz. Let's start with trap.
All right.
I call
Let's start with
the
traps indeed.
guardsman on the paladin to stand guard next to Bellig and I.
All right. Bellig, you are confident that these doors are not trapped.
All right.
You are likewise confident that those doors are locked.
All right. Let's. I'm gonna go for the picking of the lock. There you go.
Wow.
Whoa. It wasn't locked the whole time.
That is one hell of a lockpicking, sir.
Yeah, it was.
It is unlocked, but I request you not open anything with immediacy.
Yep.
Uh-oh.
Uh-oh. Yeah, exactly.
I don't like it.
Oh.
There's a beholder with true sight.
Biscatio.
Biscatio. Oh my god. Uh-oh, Biscatio.
All
Who doesn't
right,
love some
so
biscotti?
I'm
So
not gonna
Bellic-
lie. Anyway,
Bellic,
go
this is what I'm gonna say. You go up, you check this door for traps. The door is very obviously not trapped, but it is locked. After you get out your trusty lockpick, you're able to lock it or unlock it with ease, but upon completion of that, that's when you sort of hear the rallying and rabble-rousing on the other side. You hear a lot of hooting and hollering, and you hear many lizard folk. Like, many lizard folk.
Drums in the deep. We're
I'll
fucked.
kind of look back and be like, all right, this is it. There's many of them on the other side of these doors.
Open it. Do not go in.
Kate says, positions,
come.
positions, gentlemen. I mean, we're kind of
Alistair
like
just-
in an awkward position here.
Alistair just points his sword at the door. Open it and do not go in.
Yeah, I'll
Now,
let's just say I move some of these like bags and garbage out of the way on the left side here, and I'm just gonna pop this left door open for Alistair
all
I'm gonna do
right.
something as soon as the door's open and I can see inside.
if it'll let open it.
If you'll give me 1 second, I'll unlock it. I am just making sure all of the walls in here are correct.
No
Because
doors.
with the walls down being not right, I just want to make sure that the walls up here are right.
Dude, now I want some fucking spaghetti. What the fuck?
But scatty, dude. Say it
yeah,
right.
you gotta say it correctly.
No, I'm just saying I want some spaghetti. Okay, I'm fucking
Mom
upset.
spaghetti?
Okay, Belig, that left
Mom
door is
spaghetti, yeah.
unlocked. You unlocked it. You have the power to peek open if you would like. I'm going to ask you for a stealth check.
Sure. Yeah, I'll make the stealth check. Let's see, where is it on my sheet? There we go.
Okay.
Use the thing I asked you and not that.
Okay.
It's same roll.
It was the same roll. Amazing. Okay. When
Fate
you
hath decreed.
when you open this door, you get the attention of some lizard folk. There's a lot of hooting and hollering going on in here. All right. This guy walks through.
Whoa, 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 whoa. I want
Give
to
me
do
one-
something as soon as those doors open.
As soon as they open?
Literally, he flings them open and I send a spell.
All right.
If you're gonna let me.
Same.
It's a DM discretion, of course, but if I'm allowed to, literally, like, SWAT throws a fucking flashbang in. I want to do something.
Okay, how about this? I like the idea of the open the door, send a spell. And you would be able to do that before this guy would be able to walk through after hearing Belig failing the stealth check to open the door. So I don't disagree with that.
To be fair, I kind of was just gonna like swing them open, so thematically.
Oh yeah, no, I don't. Yeah, it's like I said, I don't disagree with any of that. That's totally fine with me. What I do disagree with is wading into a potentially huge combat at 1 a.m. after just doing a long combat and
Agreed.
me having only slept for 4 hours after being in a bus for 5.
Agreed.
Oof.
It is. This looks like it's gonna be a long combat, and it is our
Yeah.
turn.
I know I'm generally the last to time check, but my
Oh my
my
god.
I was literally
weekend
gonna
was
time check us in 8 minutes.
slightly
so.
stressful, so I'm totally time checking.
Shit gets real in here, boys.
Do you
I'm okay
guys
with
see
that.
what's happening in this room? Can you guys see?
Yeah. Why do you?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, so Belig unlocked those doors, threw them open. Alistair and Quinlan is going to launch some spells in there. That's where we'll start next time. When you throw those doors open, what you do see, though, is a... yeah, okay. I guess you don't see exactly everything, but
see
there's
most
a
of
lot
it.
of lizard folk
Or a
in
lot of it.
there. There seems to be some sort of giant scaled creature in the water thrashing about. To the best of what you can tell, there's some sort of Drakari sacrifice ritual happening in here. But we'll pick it up next time.
Well, holy shit.
We're going to
Any
have an
XP
exciting
for the
session.
session?
Yes, I had already I had auto-signed you after the last combat ended. You received 1,970 experience.
Gents, if
Oh, we're so
we
close.
can defeat this room of baddies next session,
We
we will
level
be
up.
6.
You
We just
should
gotta kill a
be...
dragon.
Your experience should be 12,103 according to my notes.
Sure is.
Oh, 103. It
Oh,
is.
level
We're
6 is gonna be fun.
2,000
I
away.
have cool plans for it.
Oh man, we just gotta survive this fucking fight.
Hey,
Let them come to us, assholes.
Yep.
Yeah.
the good news is we saved a lot of spells and shit.
Yeah, I didn't use
Oh.
a damn spell.
Oh yeah.
We
Probably
learned.
on purpose.
This is gonna
We
be great.
learned.
We're about to fuck shit up. It's gonna be awesome.
Yeah.
Tune in next week for
Okay.
For
this fight.
murder.
I feel like we got a lot of crazy RP shit done. We have pushed the story forward. We had some good combat. And of course, Crazed is somehow close to death. Even whether it's in or out of combat.
I'm fine. dude.
Bro's vibing.
Oh,
So,
Crazed.
Before people had pointed out the fun idea of session highlights and maybe some sort of inspiration, the session highlight for me was when Cade used the Cloud Rune to divert a brutal critical decapitation from the spear lizard into his buddy.
Yeah, because otherwise, that's fucking crazed dead.
That would have
And
been Crazed dead.
yeah,
Yep.
exactly. So because of that, Cade, note that next session we will begin with you having inspiration.
All right. You know what? I actually just realized that. I literally saved Bellig's life straight up, outright.
Yeah. Oh yeah, no, straight up, it was a crit. That was a decapitation crit.
Oh my
Bellig
god.
would have lost his
Crazed.
head on a spear.
Crazed. Wow. Wow.
I just want to say that
Okay.
I've saved many of you as well. All right, guys. It's not that cool. All right, I do it.
By
I did
the
it
way,
twice.
you're welcome.
I diverted 2 crits as well. Just saying.
That's
all right?
just wizard things. I'm a fighter and I did it.
It is much harder for a fighter versus a chronergy wizard.
I'm
I will
obviously
say that.
teasing, but
But
Yeah.
I will say though, how crazy would it have been if Crazed was like, all right, in order to save my life, we have to go back into these sewers, and I'm not gonna die in these horrible dreams I've been having, and then he got decapitated. That would have been nuts.
It's still possible. This next
Also,
one.
have a good night, Rival.
later, Rebel.
Nice.
Right.
Good session. Good RP, good times, good combat, and we have a mini boss to fight next Monday, which is fucking awesome. I feel like
know if
we
this is
what's up?
So I don't know if this is a mini boss. This might just be a boss.
I don't know. I don't know what the fuck it is. It's a boss of some kind. It's a big boy. I tell you what though, I don't think any of us are gonna get in that fucking water with it. So we got to figure out what the hell we're gonna do. Yeah, it's gonna be interesting because there's no way in hell Cade jumps in that water after he sees what happened to Bellig. Anyway, good times,
Yeah.
chat,
Or after he heard what happened to Yorick.
or that exactly. Let's see here. What time is it? 10 o'clock. Perfect. Okay, good. Yeah, this was episode 12 of Vokolvis, ladies and gentlemen. We will be back next Monday, which is the 4th of March. Ooh, I'm going to be seeing Dune Part 2 in 70mm at lunchtime that Monday, which is fucking awesome.
Nice.
So I'll be able to give a little report on that movie when we start that session next week. But anyway, lucky episode number 13 against the dragon next week. It's going to be awesome. Can't wait. Thank you guys for hanging out and watching as per usual. Tomorrow is another episode of the Darkest Hour podcast. We're going to have Spud Hunter, Katie, and One Peg on, which is it's a pretty crazy episode.
Whoa, that's
Yeah.
a killer lineup.
That's like 3 like massive names in the game that are going to be joining. Or sorry, I'm an idiot. That is not tomorrow. tomorrow it's going to be the end boss. I got a little excited. I just announced a round table that's coming up a little later.
Spoilers.
No, that was a spoiler. Oops. Sorry about that. No, tomorrow it's end boss. So get excited about end boss instead. My bad. Yeah. Oops. I was literally looking at my. So I have a Darkest Hour podcast production
easy,
doc, and I was reading those 3 names and looking at the wrong episode. So my bad. Made a mistake.
Happens to the best of us.
It does. Good night, Al. Anyway, yeah. So cool episode with the end boss tomorrow for Darkest Hour. Next Monday, we shall have another episode of Vokolvis. So tune in for that. Watch us kill a dragon and level up to 6. It's gonna be awesome. Thank you for watching as always. Have a wonderful night, ladies and gentlemen. Goodbye.